We have gone a little bit too far on the replay stuff across all sports, and I'm just wanted to see if it works. If it works,
it will work.
I'll admit that I'm wrong, but I think we've gone a little bit too far.
I think
we have it. Use it.
We have it. Use it. Has always been my mantra.
Then why do we have umpires at all?
Because you can't have it entirely.
But you actually can. But we choose to have umpires because of the human element of the game.
You still need to see someone directly on top of it, whether somebody's safe or home.
You could do all of this automated. You could do everything automated.
Not really. Not really. You can't do that. There still needs to be a human element. But at the end of the day, if there is a one human moment that can be removed at the most important time and you can use it, go ahead and use it.
I stopped by, we live near Harvard Westlake's baseball field, and they were having a game, and there was one umpire.
Right.
Game was fine. Kept it moving. No one complained.
Right.
And it was over in 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but come on, man. We're talking Major League Baseball, World Series, playoffs. Come on now. If you can go like this and say that was a ball, and it's a ball.
When a playoff game ends on this, everyone is going to be so pissed, and I'm going to be sitting right here to tell you I told
and you'll
you
say
so.
It's charmless.
I'll say
I just remember all the time hearing that it was charming and part of the charm of college football to have a bunch of writers decide who wins and who loses, and that it would, if we remove that and had a playoff, then the charm of the sport would be removed of having every week count, that everyone needed to be undefeated in order to win a national championship. And you have to have the charming people who, from the Associated Press, decide who wins and who loses, who goes home and who does not, or goes home a winner or not, because there would never be a national championship game. And now I think it's more charming to see it the way that it's going.
We've also gone a little bit too far.
Why? By letting
they want to expand.
Well, we're perfecting
teams,
it. We're perfecting it.
College basketball, there was talk of 128 teams.
That would.
And we've gone a little bit too far each time.
I would agree that there's too far, that there's some too far, but ABS is not too far. I'm looking forward to it. I will keep my finger on this chess piece.
Again, we'll see.
You're keeping your finger on the chess piece.
Keeping it on.
I'm keeping my finger on the chess piece. But again, the number of people are, don't have a college football playoff. It's so charming to have every week matter, and then leave it up to some guy in some plaid jacket with a cigar in his mouth decide who's the national champion or not. And in the meantime, let's just keep it all on the field and let me decide who's the MVP of the NFL with my vote.
Well, you got that wrong, so we're 0 for 1.
Didn't get it wrong.
0 for 1.
I couldn't have gotten it more right. Oh, my God, did I get that right?
I don't.
So happy about that.
Too bad.
And I'll keep bringing it up.
It's too bad.
That'll wrap it up this show, everybody. Chat again on Tuesday. Rich Eisen here. For small businesses, every hire counts, and so does your time. Hiring can quickly become overwhelming, from sorting applications to figuring out who's truly qualified. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro helps. It streamlines the process so you can focus on connecting with the right candidates, not managing the noise. Hire right the first time. Post your job and get $100 off towards your job post at linkedin.com/Eisen. That's linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
Out on the course, they're the PGA Tour's best players. But in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL, presented by SoFi, is back with lights, cameras, action. We're talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. The sport just hits different under the lights. It's TGL, presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune into every match. Only on ESPN.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test, congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey, and we got left side. Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
Gun, first down ECU, spinning free, still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. is gone.
How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride. ECU, ECU, ECU,
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. We're online, pr927fm.com. We are on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber, and you can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV, as we are rocking and rolling here for the next 3 hours, talking Pirate baseball, coming off a 3-1 week, a 2-1 weekend, and a big week ahead with Duke and the reigning defending American champions, UTSA. So we'll talk about the week that was and the week coming up. Also, some Pirate football to discuss for the first time this spring practice session. We heard from Blake Harrell, and we got a lot of comments from Blake Harrell coming your way today on the program. We will recap the madness. Great 4 days of basketball. We'll talk about surprises, what happened, what's coming up next. We'll look at our Pirate Radio Bracket Challenge standings. We'll see who's still alive in our Cuccinella's March Madness contest as well. So we'll hit on that. And we've got guests to get to, including Coach Mack, who will talk a lot about the NCAA tournament. And Jared wants to talk a little NASCAR because his guy keeps winning. So we'll discuss that with Matt coming up in hour number 1. Hour 3, we'll talk to former Pirate closer Cory Scott, get his thoughts on where this ECU baseball team is right now, heading into a pivotal week against Duke and UTSA. Unfortunately for the Pirates, injuries are starting to pile up. So we'll talk about that on the program as well. We want to hear from you. Chat gang, open and responsive on a Monday. We will get to you throughout today's program as well. Shirley Rhodes is here. We got Nick Bass, video production today. Mark and Glenn are around. Intern Zach putting in the hours. And we've got head of the table, Jarrett Watkins, also known as J-Bone, a.k.a. the little guy, a.k.a. Littlefinger, a.k.a. Jabone, a.k.a. Big Time, a.k.a. Doug In. What's up, Jarrett?
What's up, Clip? How you doing?
Hey, man, I am doing great. Hope you are.
I'm doing great.
Great to hear. And we've got the boss in the house today. It was a big day here in Greenville, a big weekend, as we heard from Jay Glazer earlier today. He spoke and got to ask him a couple of Commanders questions off the record, which was really cool. But he spoke to the room today, spoke to the ECU baseball team throughout the first pitch at Clark LeClaire Stadium yesterday in Ellerbe. The reason Jay Glazer was in town, and really cool day, really cool weekend, Ellerbe.
Yeah, it was just awesome. And Jay Glazer was our 5th Pirate Radio leadership speaker. And man, just another outstanding person. I mean, not only was his speech great on Sunday night to the ECU baseball team and again on Monday at the Murphy Center, but I say this all the time. Jay Glazer, Inky Johnson, John Gordon, Dale Murphy, Damon West are 5 guys that we've brought in here, man. They're better people than they are speakers, and their speaking is outstanding. And, man, just it was a pleasure to spend time with Jay and get to know him. And, man, that dude knows everybody, and his story of how he got to where he is as the #1 NFL insider, how he wrote a book, Unbreakable, how to use your anxiety and depression into motivation and building a great life of turning your mental health into mental wealth, is just it's a heck of a story. And he was a lot of fun, and man, there really wasn't enough time. I mean, he could tell stories forever. I mean, just you got him going on the Commanders thing outside the Murphy Center. Man, I think we could have done.
Well, y'all were like walking, and we were having a brief conversation. I thought it was over, and he stopped to tell us a story about Dan Snyder, and went on for minutes and minutes. It was awesome.
That was the way it is. When after we were walking in for the luncheon, and we crossed with JJ McGlann from ECU Athletics, and JJ was like, "Hey, I wanted just to reach out and say, hey, that a mutual friend wanted me to tell you hello, Bill Johnson, who's an agent." And Jay was like, "Bill Johnson's been texting me all weekend. He's seen my pictures." You know, he's like, and so then not only that, but then Jay goes into this long story about a really cool story about Bill Johnson. And so I mean, it's just like he knows everybody. Even when we were pulling up at the Murphy Center today. I mean, when I say this guy knows everybody, I mean, like the guys that is in his circle, he's on like a group text. Like, part of his message is to, lean into your teammates and be service to others. Well, his teammates, his people, when the S hits the fan with Jay Glazer or other people, I mean, it's like The Rock, Michael Phelps. I mean, he's showing me videos that The Rock is sending on, to this group of being like trying to lift people up. Sean McVay, the coach of the Rams. So, I mean, he knows all these people, but what it also told me is all these people, no matter how rich, famous, successful, and everything, they're all going through adversity, depression, and anxiety, and fighting challenges, just like we all are. And then when you're not fighting those, you need to be leaning in and helping other people out. And that's what that group was. And his message was just on point on Sunday and Monday, and just so many takeaways, and just a lot of fun.
And not to leave people on a cliffhanger, Jay Glazer says Dan Snyder is as horrible as we all think he is. So I just wanted to get that out there.
That confirmed. I mean, that was. I mean, because Dan Quinn is.
Yeah, that's his boy.
That's his boy. He's like, Dan Quinn's my boy. And then Clip goes, "What about Dan Snyder?" And he went, "Oh man, that guy's not a nice guy." He said another word, but Clip was like, Clip went from he was already like at a 7 or 8 talking Commanders. I think you went over to like an 11 or 12. I mean, you went over the 10 mark.
After he talked, I asked him about my favorite player from childhood, Michael Westbrook, and because he got involved in some MMA stuff after football, so Jay knew exactly who I was talking about, and said I tried to spar with him, he wouldn't spar with me. And that was his story about Michael Westbrook. He was like, his jiu-jitsu game was on point, but he wouldn't spar with me. I tried to get him to spar with me.
That dude loves to fight. He loves the MMA. I mean, he had countless story. I just, sometimes just driving, he stayed at the Hilton on Greenville Boulevard, great partners with us, and just driving him short to and from the Murphy Center back to the Hilton. I mean, he would always have a story or be texting somebody, be like, hey, I'm talking to this. And the crazy thing, and I got kind of used to it, which was kind of crazy, but he was talking about, I was like, man, when is your downtime? I was like, do you ever have any downtime? He goes, well, really after the draft, then, me, Howie, Stray, Gronk and Brady. I mean, he just rolls these people off his tongue like we do J-Bone, Clipper,
Right?
Yeah, he goes. We all go on a vacation together. My whole Fox crew. We have a family.
I got to get a better crew.
Yeah, yeah. You're not rolling off the same.
This guy's best friends with The Rock, and we're like Zach Kaplan.
So it was fun. It was very cool to hear him tell these stories.
I wanted that. Nobody asked a question. I wanted to ask a question, but nobody got involved in the Q&A. But then when we kind of wrapped up, he talked to everybody leaving. It was pretty cool. Everybody shook his hand, took a picture, probably asked a NFL or ECU or something question. So yeah,
I think everybody was scared to jump out in the big forum, but there were a lot of questions being thrown his way. And then the one thing that was funny yesterday when he talked to the ECU baseball team and we were riding over there to the speech, he was like, "Yeah, I don't have a lot of real like close baseball friends. My only baseball friends is my guy Christian Yelich, and then my boy is Derek Jeter." I was like, well, I mean that's pretty good. I mean, if your boy's Derek Jeter for baseball and your boy is Tom Brady for football, I think you're going to be okay checking some boxes there. So
well, Ellerby, I took his words to heart. I'm trying to make a move, and this could be the starting point. I did take a picture of a pretty intense discussion between Jay Glazer, Blake Harrell. I'm putting it out there that they were potentially talking about NFL job openings. So this is kind of my foray into getting into the breaking news biz.
Oh, so this is how you're breaking news now.
Yes,
you're just taking pictures at our events of people together
that may or may not be talking about a topic.
So if J-Bone was talking to a female today, are you breaking news that he has a new girlfriend or is engaged?
His mother was there, so I told her about Jared. Breaking news: Jared's talking to a girl. Go see what's going on over there.
That's my mom, man.
No, I was telling your mom you were talking to a girl.
Clip Brock, breaking news.
So
Schefter and Glazer are in big trouble now. Huh?
I think they're comparing bald heads, Harrell and
no, they did have a
Glazer.
good comment. I love when and Jay's whole deal of how he got in the business was that he was going to build relationships with people, not use his pen or keyboard as a weapon to build people up or destroy people, and it worked. As he calls his baby little sister, Michael Strahan, became his best friend with the New York Football Giants.
It was somewhat relatable because, I mean, we're Pirate Radio. We are definitely biased. We are pulling for the Pirates. We don't, make no mistake about that. But we also develop relationships, which can make it tougher when, like, Holton Ahlers throws a pick because we like the guy, but at the same time, we came up here and said, Holton was pretty bad in the loss to Navy today because Holton said it himself. But at the end of the day, we like him. Like Rajay, if Rajay fumbled the ball, it would suck because I love Rajay, now as a person. But we have kind of developed relationships with some of the guys too. So from that standpoint, he made it sound like he was a trendsetter in that regard. Let's do it this way. Let's get close relationships with the players. That'll get us better insight, better intel, better stories.
Well, I think you get to know who the players are, and that's and there's criticism that the media in Greenville and for East Carolina is not overly critical or bashing of the or tough on the coaches and players, but man, it's a lot different when you're looking at them eyeball to eyeball, and they do explain a lot more of the story off the air or on the, that you kind of get to know him. So you get the behind the scenes stuff. But, and Jay is, he's the king of scoop, man. And I mean, he knows everybody, and the relationship thing, it works. And then, I mean, look, but as you mentioned, Clip, at times you got to report what it is. And as much as, the Pirates didn't win yesterday. They lost 11-4. They finished the week 3-1 though, so I mean, it's
sometimes you got to get fired from a PA job for saying basketball's unserious. Those things happen.
It can happen. Stuff like that can happen. I did ask Jay Glazer, because I mean, we were kind of casually talking about it earlier, about how many contacts you think he has in his phone. Let's get some guesses. J-Bone, how many contacts do you think Jay Glazer has in his phone?
2,300.
2,300.
I was going to go in the 2000s as well. So, Bob, I'm going to go
$1.
2,301.
2,301. Just comparison thing. How many contacts do you think you have in your phone, J-Bone?
Probably 150.
Does it say?
And I don't talk to 80% of those people.
As I scroll, I might be up to like a good 300-400 maybe.
All right.
Good God, more than I thought. Who are these people?
Jay Glazer, over 6,000 contacts.
Jeez Louise.
And his phone.
Are you in there?
I am now. Yeah, he just he sent me. We've traded some messages today.
Him and Michael Phelps are talking. Yeah, I just talked to my boy Ellerby.
I'm gonna send him a video of me, you, and J-Bone and Wes, and just kind of send him an update. But no, he is he's a really, really, really cool dude, and he's using his anxiety, depression, and the one thing that he's really, really good at, his gift, is connection and connecting people and understanding people where they are. And I think that's why he started this MVP program, that it's merging veterans and players is what MVP stands for. It's what happens when veterans and players get done in the military, get done playing sports. How do you, when they take those uniforms off, how do they still be a Jarrett or a Clip and still, function in society and have a place to go when we're running the promo for Are You Okay? It's okay not to be okay. It's not okay to be alone and isolate yourself, because that's when we all get in trouble.
The craziest thing was he was talking about with the CBA and the NFL, you only need to have one therapist on site 3 days a week, but you have hundreds of guys dealing with strength and all that, the body work, but nobody really working on the mind. That was kind of crazy.
One of the cool things, I think, his 2 points of how he kind of wraps up his speeches is which was awesome, was, lean into your teammates is number one. So when you lean into your teammates, you want to lean in when things aren't going good. You want to be able to lean into your teammates. And when things are going good, you need to lean into your teammates, because some of your teammates may not be that good. And then he's also be a service to others. And so it's that all ties in together. But the one thing I thought that he does that's really cool, he says he has his rule of 4. And what he does when he's leaning into his teammates, he calls 2 people. When he's not doing good, he calls 2 people and tells them, and is straight up honest with them. And it's just like, hey, I'm not good. Just want to let you know, and checks in with them. And so they're aware of what's going on in Jay Glazer's life. But then he also calls 2 other people to check in on them. So he's not telling them about him, but he's checking in to be sure, hey, look, is there anything else going on? How can I be of service to you? So he's got some really good systems. I highly recommend his book, Unbreakable. And the really cool thing, we talked about it when we were walking down the stairs today. I think he is the audio book. If you download the Audible and listen to the book, or if you don't have time to sit and read, maybe if you're driving or whatever. But and he said he took him like a couple of days to get the Audible thing. But it just his personality and listening to it and his word. I mean, he is raw and talks exactly how Jay Glazer talks in the book is. So I would recommend that. But he was a treat. It was special. I appreciate everybody that came out and was a part of it. Special, huge shout out to Jeremy Schumacher and Arcadia Homes, one of our title sponsors. He was a teammate with Cliff and captain on the baseball team, graduated in 2000, I believe. And then David Vaughn from East Coast Grading, our other title sponsor, a local businessman that just has been a great partner with us and friend at Pirate Radio. Certainly appreciate all those guys and everybody that bought tables and came and participated. And then, of course, my team here, the Pirate Radio team, man, you guys helped set it up. It went smooth. And that's just a credit to us doing it for the 5th time, but it's also a credit of just being great teammates and always doing one more than the world asks of you.
One more. All right. Before we get to Coach Mack, Shirley, can I get some March Madness music, please? We're going to update our Pirate Radio Bracket Challenge and our Cuccinella's contest. Bringing up the rear right now in the Pirate Radio Bracket Challenge in 20th, he lives with a black rain cloud over his head. Ken Wadlington, whose UNCW Seahawks bowed out of the NIT over the weekend. Coming in at number 19, Jenny Shelton. This is a perfect tie for 17th because they are just two peas in a pod. Greg Hudson and Wes Hines, the dynamic duo. Slim 80, Bryce Williams and Zach Kaplan tied for 15th. Intern Zach, A-Harp, Maniac Mark tied for 12th. Jarrett Watkins, solo place of 11th there for him. Shirley Rhodes is in 9th. B-Man, Brandon Manning, also tied for 9th with Shirley Rhodes. Three-way tie for 6th with Brian Bailey, Chandler Honeycutt, and Nick Bass. Jonathan Ellerby in a tie for 3rd with Brandon Golden and Jennings Hall. Who does number 2 work for? Number 2, Brody Alexander. And in first place, your Pirate Radio Bracket Challenge, 2-time Pirate Radio Bracket Challenge champion, Clip the Prince of March, Brock.
Is the ring company coming by to size up your finger for this year?
I think it's about time to, because my bracket's looking clean the rest of the way. Florida's out of the way now, so Houston can take their spot.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa State, the kids like to use this term, a wagon. They're a wagon, Jarrett.
Nice.
I got Arizona winning it all. I got the Dukies there. So I am feeling very good about my bracket this year. Looking to become 3-time champion.
Well, we would pat you on the back, but your hand's already there.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Where's Mr. March at, by the way? Chandler Honeycutt, who was telling me after one day of brackets how he was in first place and how he was dominating.
Not even like the whole first round, just the first day.
Half of the first round.
Gotcha.
You know, when you front run, you just got to keep running.
Yeah.
And he ran away. All right, our Cuccinella's March Madness contest. We have in the West, we have the number 1 seed Arizona alive. That is Weston, number 1 in the West. That makes sense. Number 4, Chip is still alive with Arkansas. Chip O'Rear. Also, we have number 2, Erica Bowen with Purdue. And number 11, Texas. And Derek Brady has Texas. We have in the South, number 2, Houston. That is tied. And we have number 3, Illinois. Mike P. still alive. Iowa is the 9 seed there. That's Linda. And Nebraska, the 4, David Lloyd. In the East, we have Duke, number 1. That is good for Laura, who has Duke. Number 5, Don. I think it should be Dan. Dan Brown, I believe, has St. John's. Also, Michigan State, Josh Thomas, and Jackson Pate has UConn. And in the Midwest, we have number 1, Michigan, George. Alabama, Steve Hill, still alive. His back is broken, spinal. Lisa has number 2, Iowa State. And number 6, Tennessee, belongs to Shane Davis. And that is who is still alive in our Cuccinella's March Madness contest. If you have not picked up your Cuccinella's gift card, come see us here at the Pirate Radio Studios. Bring your ID. We'll give you a free lunch to Cuccinella's. Everybody I just mentioned has a chance to win even more gift cards to Cuccinella's.
That's right. 3 of them will win a $50 gift card, and the national champion will win a $100 gift card. Cuccinella's 2 locations in Greenville downtown and next to Best Buy. So fun promotion there.
All right. Thoughts on March Madness? We'll hear what Mac McCarthy has to say. I've got a take on it as well.
Coach Matt, I heard a great conversation this morning with Seth Greenberg on our unsportsmanlike ESPN radio morning show that we have. They are asking Seth Greenberg if any of these teams is there a Cinderella still left And Seth Greenberg, I thought, brought up a good point. You can ask to Coach Mack about it. He said, look, Texas is not a Cinderella because when you pay someone $5 million to be your coach and you have a roster with NIL money like they do, they're not a Cinderella. So ask Mack, what is a good what is a Cinderella in this day and age?
All right, and I heard Mac McCarthy's name while watching a game the other night as Charles Barkley shouted him out. We'll talk about that as well.
Yes, sweet.
When we return, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday, back with you after this timeout.
Close your eyes and picture this. Sizzling fajitas hitting the table, fresh seafood bursting with flavor, and a handcrafted margarita waiting in your hand. That's the experience waiting for you at La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood on 10th Street in Greenville. From brunch with friends to a quick lunch break, La Tavara brings the taste of the coast and the heart of Mexico together in every bite. So when you're hungry for something fresh and unforgettable, make it La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood, 10th Street in Greenville, or online at latavaraRestaurant.com.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
Our factory-trained service professionals with years of experience are here to work on all makes and models of your vehicles, and we want to service your vehicles for life. We have comprehensive vehicle maintenance, oil changes, brake service, tire rotations, and much more.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear, ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
This is Tyler Sneed, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Mustache March is back. The Buck, Dirty Dan's, and Otis has teamed up once again with Pirate Radio for their annual Mustache March campaign to strike out ALS. Now through the end of the month, you can support the cause by grabbing an official Mustache March t-shirt for only $20. They're available now at the Buck, Dirty Dan's, and Overtime Tavern. 100% of proceeds will go directly to ALS research. So grow out the stash, grab a shirt, and help us strike out ALS. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We are going to get Coach Mack on the phone, but Jared Watkins has something very important to say.
Yeah, go check out our social media. A lot of pictures involving Jay Glazer. This is past 2 days. Very, very fun stuff. Also, Brandon Golden Show dropping in the morning with Cliff Godwin. They recorded it early today. Great conversation, recapping this weekend against UAB, recapping Jay Glazer speaking to the team, and just talking about recruiting and developing guys on the ECU baseball team. So it's a great conversation. Check it out. Dropping tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. And lastly, Clip, a lot of things have happened since the last time we had a show last Wednesday. So I just want to say rest in peace, Chuck Norris. Little moment of silence. Rest in peace.
All right. And do not rest in peace, Joe Green. They tried to kill him again. So I texted you the other day.
He texted me and Chandler, man. It was the same morning.
I was sitting beside Chandler, and I knew it wasn't true, but it was trending again that Joe Green had died. I don't know why they keep trying to kill this man. And I knew it wasn't true, but I was sending it. Did you think it was real this time?
Yeah, because I had just woken up.
So before I said that 10 seconds ago, did you think he really died?
No. I figured it out later in the day, but I woke up and I saw, man, they really got him. And it was like, damn, same day as Chuck Norris, too?
Nah, you can't kill Joe Green.
Rest in peace, Chuck. Love you, Chuck. Miss you, Chuck.
All right. Speaking of Chuck, Mack McCarthy coached a different Chuck.
What'd you say, Chuck?
And he joined us on the Turner Home Team live line. Coach Mack, how you doing, sir?
I am good. Your guy Chuck gave me a shout out the other night, and unfortunately I wasn't watching at the time, but my phone blew up and let me know that he was talking about me. So
I texted you and didn't get a response, and figured it was a little maybe past your bedtime. So.
Well, I was watching games, but I was in the bed watching games, and now that I'm not coaching, I don't have to take my phone to bed.
Fair enough. No, it was cool. They showed an old clip of Chuck and his Auburn days, and he went down the list and shouted out Mack McCarthy, and I did the Leo DiCaprio point at the screen. I was like, I know that guy. He's a cool guy. So there you go. Good stuff. As that was pretty neat. So you were watching. Wait, were you listening to the broadcast? Because Mack, it was mostly Charles Barkley and a little bit of Dick Vitale chastising the NCAA on an NCAA production. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, it is good. I mean, and he will speak his mind, as you well know. And I had been back and forth. I had watched some of that game, and I don't know whether I had switched over or that was the transition from the living room to the bedroom. I'm not sure what it was, but all of a sudden my phone started from a lot of folks in Greenville, to be honest. But yeah, it's always good to hear from him. And he actually texted me later on during the game, but I guess somebody had texted him about it. But he's a piece of work now, and that whole broadcast was it the game he was doing, or I thought he did that on the show on the. No,
it was during the play-by-play of the game. It was Brian Anderson, Dick Vitale, and Charles Barkley doing the state game.
Well, Brian Anderson, of course, got sick and couldn't do the tournament anymore.
Oh,
he was replaced.
Well, they were shouting out Brian Anderson. I don't know who was on play-by-play. Sorry.
Yeah. No. He did try to do a game, and then he.
Oh, that was the first night. Yeah, he was real scratchy. Okay. Yep. That's it.
And Vitale's voice is most parts.
So it was just Charles Barkley talking crap about the NCAA the whole time. Just what they wanted night one of the tournament. They got to do something about this, man. like cut his mic. Cut his mic.
Terrible.
It was great. What they expect was going to happen there. All right, Mac, we are, by the way, Clip Brock first place of the Pirate Radio Bracket Challenge. I know you're proud of me. I should be in first. I mean, I've watched a lot. I've watched more college basketball than anybody on this list. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wasn't in first, it would be an issue. Because, Jarrett, you don't, I mean,
I watch ECU and Cal Baptist.
Yeah, and you're covering baseball on the weekends while I'm watching all these conference tournaments and games and stuff. So, like, I feel like I'm a little more knowledgeable, and I have these chats with Mac every week. That helps me out as well. And Jeff Nadeau, certainly. But I really, I said it was almost a warning going into this tournament, Mac, that, like, guys, we may not get that big upset. It's going to lead to some great matchups, so don't get too upset if there are no upsets. And we got High Point
over Wisconsin.
We got, is that it? That's about it. And VCU with a great comeback against Carolina, which we all called, including Matt McCarthy. And you know what? I like this. We were getting way too spoiled. When I was a kid, Western Carolina almost beat the big dog, Glenn Robinson and Purdue. You remember that, Mac? 1994 or whatever?
Because they had beat us in the tournament, so I'm very aware of.
Sorry to bring that up.
Yes, that's right.
But they had them on the ropes, and as a kid, I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. A 16 will never beat a 1. I almost saw it happen. And then fast forward years later, we've had 2 16 beat 1s. 15 over 2s happen a lot. The 14 over 3s, hell, 13 over 4 is not even upset anymore. Like, we got way too spoiled with this happening. We need a year or two. And some people think this is just going to be this way every year. But we need Cinderella to be a Cinderella again. They don't happen. They're called upsets for a reason. I'm okay with the big boys winning this tournament. It'll make the upsets more special down the road. Mac McCarthy, your thoughts?
Well, we have a pretty chalky Sweet 16 with no non-Power 5 conference teams in there. We also no 13, 14, 15, 16 advanced for the second year in a row. It's trending against your wishes, but I still think it's possible, and I still think Cinderella exists.
Yeah,
I think she may look different, but I think she exists.
Well, everything looks different today than it used to.
Yeah,
Cinderella would have a different hairstyle. Her dress would be higher,
all plastic.
Yeah, probably good.
I've got 13 of the 16, 13 of my 16 in my bracket. You've got more than that?
I don't know. One of y'all want to count? Zach, how many Sweet 16s do I got left? I know I do have. The key for me, Mac, is I got Houston and Florida's out of the way, so that's a good thing. And then I'm going to need Iowa State to win their region, but they look really good. Let's talk about, as Zach is getting a count for me right now, Mac. 1, 3, 13. I'm right there with you, 31. Maxter.
There you go. Well, see, there are two things that are happening here. Number one, you talk to me all the time. And number two, you saw me coach, so you know what not to do.
Come on, man. That's stuff. Okay, it's true. You were bad here, but you were great everywhere else.
Mm-hmm. You're not defined by your worst moments.
I can't say anything bad about Mac McCarthy, like coaching at ECU, because look at his resume and look what he did before here.
Yeah,
this is an ECU problem, not a Mac McCarthy.
Look
problem.
At the history of ECU coaches.
Yeah,
maybe 2 have finished over 500.
But my point with Mac is, look what he did before ECU.
Yeah,
so that's what I say about you, Mac. I speak up for you.
I don't know. I've heard you criticize me pretty good.
Come on. All right, Mac, who is your team to beat right now? Who are you most impressed with? Is it, what have you done for me lately? Alabama hit 19 or 18 three-pointers? That was insane last night. Iowa State looked awesome in the second half of their win. Houston put it on A&M. Duke's been a little shaky, but you know, came out and pulled away a little bit. Arizona kind of tight last night, but they end up winning. Arkansas's look really good. So who has impressed you the most through these two rounds?
I haven't really seen anything that changed my mind. I'm more than a little bit concerned with Duke, although a lot of teams that go to the Final Four, have some stumbles along the way or some scares along the way. But I haven't seen anything to think that it's not going to be Houston and Arizona in the championship game, and I like the way Houston's playing. So I don't. Nothing really has mind very much at all. I had Nebraska advancing.
I did not, and that was an epic game the other night, Mac.
And I had them being the ones to beat Florida, not Iowa. Iowa's been probably an eye opener in some ways because taking down a team that was kind of a consensus to make it to the Final Four. Iowa State's doing what I thought. Houston and Arizona doing what I thought. I haven't been all that shocked by anything that's really happened. A little bit surprised by Texas, but not terribly because they're pretty darn talented.
Yeah, had them winning one game, but not that second one. So let's go through it real quick. In the West, you got Texas, Purdue, Arkansas, Arizona. I'm really excited about Arkansas, Arizona, and it's just one of the what's the total? 168.5. Arkansas loves to score, and they don't play too much defense, and Arizona can score. So I think the Wildcats will just outscore them, but we could see a game in the 90s or even 100s in that one, Mac.
Yeah, I like that game. Obviously, St. John's Duke is one that you really want to watch, and I thought it was interesting, the thing I sent you today, that Duke has never won. Every time Duke has won the national championship, they have beaten St. John's along the way.
Every time?
Every time they've won the national championship, somewhere in the tournament, they beat St. John's.
I don't like that. I'm going to need the Johnnies to win then, but that's crazy. Okay, I saw that. I saw the other one you sent me. So 90-91. Wow, that's an insane stat. And Mac, the other one you sent me, Bone, you got the games pulled up?
Yeah.
What team remaining? Now who's this according to? I don't know. It says Sweet 16 NIL payments, and who knows if this is true? Maybe it is. But who has the? Duke has double this team amounts of NIL. Who has the lowest NIL in remaining in the Sweet 16, Jarrett?
I'll say Nebraska.
Good guess. They are just above Iowa. Yep.
It was one of those two. I was going with either one of them.
But according to this, Duke has 12 million, Iowa 6.25. Mac, I mean, did you make anything of this list? I'd like to see the teams left out, or the teams who are below these and where they sit.
Yeah, it would be interesting, but it absolutely tells you if you're not spending a whole bunch of money, you have no chance. And we've had this discussion before. Spending the money doesn't guarantee it, like Kentucky, but not spending the money does guarantee you won't be there.
Yeah, but again, Cinderella upsets. This is going to make it even better when we get that 14 over a 3. Yeah. I think that's what I'm trying to. I don't know if I'm spinning it, but I like that the big boys are big, and when they get toppled, makes it more fun to me. So I don't know. I'm okay with how the tournament has played out so far this year, and I love the matchups coming up. We talked about some of them. Illinois and Houston will be a war late night Thursday, Mac.
Oh, huge. And the one vulnerability with Houston, besides occasionally they go on a little bit of a drought, is they're not real big, and Illinois is freaking huge.
Yeah, Houston is. They got Tugler and Sanak. And they got the dude that just came off of, was it Ramadan, I believe, who could finally eat, and he had his best game. So they got a big guy who lost 40 pounds or whatever, but got him back. But love their guard play. Emmanuel Sharp is my favorite college basketball player. I want to see him keep playing. Mac, it feels like forever in college basketball, and there are exceptions to the rule, obviously, but it was almost more about the coaches than the players. And that is what I see with Michigan State UConn. I don't know how much I like these teams, but I am intrigued by Izzo versus Dan Hurley Friday night.
All the matchups, coaching-wise, are unbelievable. There's nothing left but heavyweights in the coaching ranks, for sure.
That is true, as I look down the list. What do you think about the bodybuilding military man leading Iowa State? TJ, what's his name?
Eiselberger?
Yeah.
He's been overlooked for quite a while, but he's been doing a good job, and had the McDermott background. McDermott just retired today and turned it over to the coach in waiting, who was at High Point a year ago. He's really good. When you start talking about who North Carolina could hire, or should hire, he would not necessarily win the press conference, but he would be on the list of folks that could win there.
And I tell you what, man, they are tough. They were down 10 and went on some kind of 30-8 run from the end of the first to the second half, and they just blitzed Kentucky, and it got out of hand really fast. All right, I tell you what, we kind of set it up there. Let's come back. We'll ask Mack about the Carolina job. We'll ask Mack some picks. I don't know if he picked anything for these games, and we'll talk some NASCAR as well as we talk college hoops and more with Mack McCarthy. We'll return Pirate Radio Live after this timeout.
It's bow time. Finally, lunchtime. I'm starving.
What's that?
This is the Bojangler from Bojangles.
With the same bold flavor as their chicken?
The same.
And fries?
The same.
Huh. Well, I've got a PB&J.
Yeah, that's not the same.
A crispy fish fillet dusted in Bo's famous seasoning. With cheese and tartar sauce on a fluffy bun, the Bojangler's back. Hook one while you can. And it's bow time.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Ooh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We will talk some Pirate baseball coming up in Hour 3 with Cory Scott. Along with Hour 2, we get our New Blue Pirate report here from Cliff Godwin. Also, at 4 o'clock, we'll have a spring football report with Blake Harrell. But I am enjoying talking hoops because not only do I love this time of year, I'm in first place in our Pirate Radio Bracket Challenge. And, Jarrett, I like to log all of my bets during March. It's fun. It's not fun when, I lose, but it is fun when I'm winning. And so far, so there have been 16, 32, 40, 48 plus 4, 52 games played. I believe I just did that right. And I have logged 50 bets this tournament. I'm 29 and 21.
Nice.
I am 28 and 17 since round 1 started.
Okay.
11 games over 500. So I got to keep this train rolling, and I will try to do so with the Sweet 16 coming up. By the way, second chance with the Sweet 16 with Brian Bailey coming up Tuesday at noon. You can call in, give Bailey your Final Four championship game champion and win prizes. Simple as that. So get ready for that coming up on Tuesday. Coach Mack rejoins us. Also has 13 of his Sweet 16 left, and also has I took Arizona Duke. I actually picked Duke to beat Houston, but I hope I'm wrong because I have a future on Houston. But Mac likes Arizona and Houston. Real quick on that note, Mac, I still think the Big 12 is the best conference, but how about the tournament the Big 10 is having?
Yeah, and just like bowl season and all that can be a matter of matchups and sometimes gives you a false impression. Everybody was saying, well, the ACC, it was terrible, and everybody said they were better. Well, they were better. They got 9 teams in the tournament instead of 4 like they did a year ago. But the top of the league getting as good as it needs to be. So, you can make whatever kind of judgments you want. But Big Ten, winning in football, winning in basketball. You got to like it.
I did think, because I believe I made this comparison while Indiana was on their run to a football championship. It would make sense if Nebraska won a basketball championship the same year Indiana went to football championship. Just complete role reversals there. So, Mac, as of this point, Hubert Davis is still the head coach of North Carolina, right?
He is.
Okay. But there certainly are rumblings. And do you think he's the coach when we tip things off later on this late fall?
I would. I mean, if I were betting, I would bet against it at this point.
Okay.
But the problem is this, and you've heard me say this a million times, and it applies to East Carolina, it applies to UNC, it applies to whoever you want to talk about.
you better know who you can hire before you fire somebody.
Well, that's what's happening right now behind closed doors, right, Mac?
You would think that would be happening.
Yeah.
The number of people who can win the press conference at a North Carolina, at least arguably the biggest basketball brand in the country, if not, they're in the top 2 or 3 or whatever it is. Although it's rapidly declining, and maybe they've done some damage to that brand, but the number of people that they can bring in that would satisfy everybody if you go outside the family, that's a really small number of people, and all those people have good jobs, by the way.
Yeah, and if you get a sitting coach, you'd have to wait. And for North Carolina, they have gone. Well, they haven't gone outside the family, right? Since Dean Smith, because it went to Bill Guthridge, and then is that when they went Daugherty?
Yeah.
And then to Roy, and then to Hubert. So, do they break tradition here?
Yes.
I think it's time.
I'm sick
It's
and
about
tired
time,
of
yeah.
these college programs where it's like we need somebody inside a Tar Heel. We need a true pirate. It's like you need somebody who knows how to win. That's what you need. And they clearly didn't do that at the Roy. And I just hate it.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen it work. We've seen it fail. And just 15 minutes away, they've seen it work in Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
So that probably chaps some backside.
Saw it fail in Raleigh with Sidney Lowe.
You didn't see it succeed there. You didn't see it succeed at Syracuse so far. And we can go through the list. There have been a bunch of folks where right now, if you can do it short term, you can see it not succeed at Auburn.
So Cuse is hiring another former Syracuse guard, right? Didn't they get Jerry McNamara?
Yeah, after getting turned down by a couple people, yes.
And Coach Mack, do you know where the USF coach is going, or shall I tell Nick to look it up?
I know where he's going.
Where is he going? Providence College. Okay, so USF loses their head coach after a great season.
Yeah.
And nearly a comeback on Louisville in the NCAA tournament. Real quick, Mac. Let's run through them real quick. Does Texas's run come to an end on Thursday night against Purdue?
Yes.
Does Nebraska's run continue in a Big Ten matchup against Iowa?
Yes.
Do the Arizona Wildcats outscore the Arkansas Razorbacks?
Yes, but that one you mentioned, that might be the most anticipated game in terms of just watching the game.
Yeah.
Arizona could blow them out, but there'll still be great plays. That along with St. John's and Duke, and like you mentioned, the Illinois-Houston game.
Well, I'm not very good at picking an anticipated game because I was really fired up for Texas Tech and Alabama last night, and that was over in 10 minutes. Man, this is a heavyweight fight. Illinois-Houston. Can Kelvin Sampson and the crew win it? Will they?
Clearly, I think he can.
Okay, you got them. Johnny's and Duke. Duke's been a little shaky. What do you think, Mac? Do they go down here?
I'm very nervous, but I picked Duke to make it all the way to the Final Four. I'm going to stay with them.
What is the total? What's the over-under, Mac, for Alabama-Michigan? Throw a number at me.
Oh,
it's higher than Arizona-Arkansas.
Yeah, I would say 168.
174.5.
Ooh.
Man.
Whoa.
You like the Wolverines, or can Alabama make 21 three-pointers this time?
I think Alabama has shot themselves out of it.
I am fascinated to see, Mac, how many they make next game after putting on that show last night, We'll see.
For sure, yeah. But
no, I mean, I think do they just come out and miss everything after that? I don't know. But yeah, I'll take Michigan.
It's more than they've made, for sure.
All right. I'm on the fence here, so give me a side. Sparty or UConn? I think I took UConn in my bracket, but I could go either way here.
I think Sparty's got maybe the best point guard out there this side of Acuff. I go with Michigan State and Izzo.
Okay.
Plus, I just don't like Hurley.
Fair enough. Slight underdog there. And Iowa State favored over Tennessee. Tennessee, they have come out. They blitzed their first opponent, which was somebody.
Miami. Miami.
Ohio, yeah,
Yep.
Miami, Ohio.
And got out to a lead against Clemson as well, and were able to hang on. Iowa State got down early and then came back. So we'll see if Tennessee can continue their hot starts. But what do you think about that one on Friday?
Yeah, Tennessee did pretty good against Virginia, but Virginia kind of shot themselves in the foot. I don't think Tennessee will have anything. I think they've reached their fourth Sweet 16, and they're not going to the Elite Eight.
And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna roll with Iowa State. Take advantage of these small lines. It was 3.5 against Kentucky, 4.5 maybe, and it's 3.5 against Tennessee. And I'm all over that one. All right, J-Bone, what happened in the race?
Unfortunately, I couldn't watch any of it. Working baseball, and then Jay Glazer spoke to the baseball team afterwards. But Tyler Reddick gets win number 4 out of 6 races.
Were you watching both, Mac? Basketball and racing?
I watched every lap. I had an iPad going. I had a computer going, but on the TV, I had NASCAR. Reddick had the best car. He got in all kind of trouble. He had a battery that didn't work, and had a terrible pit stop, and still drove back through the field to win the race. He's not bad. Jared and I both are taking a lot of credit because I've got him in my other pool, and he's got him in this pool, and he was our third pick, but he's making us look smart and dumb at the same time.
I'll tell you something I like that you and Jared probably didn't like. DW did the boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
You don't think I like that?
You like that?
I loved it.
Okay, I've talked to folks that didn't like it. Mac, do you like it?
I like the boogity was fine. The rest of him on there wasn't.
Okay. Well, I only saw that one little part, so that's why I like it.
Before we let you go, Mac, what happened between Chris Buescher and Tyler Reddick? I saw there was a little confrontation there.
Oh, Buescher was coming into pit, but he didn't signal anybody, so Reddick ran over it. But you got to signal, or you got to have your spotter tell him. I don't like one better than the other, other than the fact that I have Reddick, but Buescher was in the wrong here.
All right, there we go. Mac McCarthy, and we are at another great track this week, and that is
Martinsville, Bristol.
Where are we at, Mac?
Must be Bristol.
All right.
Because it's not Martinsville.
Maxter, enjoy the basketball, man, and enjoyed the chat. We will talk Final Four with you coming up next Monday.
Thank you, guys. Got lots to talk about. I love it.
Yes, sir. Same here. Enjoyed the chat. There is Coach Mack McCarthy, joining us on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Do a little football when we return.
Football.
Let's go racing, boys!
Don't know how many more we have of those left in our lifetimes. Let's enjoy them.
I thought it was cool. Saw it on Twitter, and got a kick out of that. All right, let's take a break. When we return, we'll hear what Blake Harrell had to say after spring practice today. Back with you after this.
Are You Okay? And Are You Okay at ECU is a community-wide mental health event coming to Pitt County on March 25th. This is Dr. Andrew Herdman from East Carolina University, and Are You Okay encourages people to simply to check in on one another, listen, and connect them to mental health resources in our community if necessary. It's okay not to be okay. It's not okay to stay there alone. Join the movement. Go to Instagram, RUOK_ Pitt County.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time.
Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this.
Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulf of Mexico every Tuesday, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita. On Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are only $3.49, and on Thursdays is half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you on a Monday. Shirley Rhodes here, sitting tied for 9th in the bracket. It's conspiracy. 6 points back of the leader. Nick Bass just 5 points back. And Jared Watkins, 7 back. He is 11th. Nick Bass, do you want to say your father's name on the air? You don't have to.
His name's Brad.
Brad? Brad Bass?
Yeah.
Short for Bradley or Bradford?
Bradley.
Let's call him Bradford.
Well, it's Bradley, but if you want to call him Bradford, that's cool.
Bradford Bass sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
So Bradford Bass, I told you to give me a winner last week. And this was heartbreaking in a lot of ways. As I said, I'm doing great on my picks. But I had Santa Clara team total under. And if all that craziness didn't happen at the end, that was a great bet, easy winner, but it went to overtime. But your father, Bradford Bass's pick, was Santa Clara plus the points.
Yep.
Which also would have hit without that craziness happening.
Yep.
And unfortunately, we got the shot of the tournament, one of the shots of the tournament, and that pick was a loser. But to your credit, I immediately got a text from Nick, from his father, telling him to apologize for him.
Wow.
And I mean, that meant the world to me.
Yeah, he felt really bad.
Really bad. I mean,
he gave away a bad pick.
Yeah.
And now people are going to know he's a loser.
But hey, you got to feel
Hold
good.
on now.
Got to feel good about that shot. That's the brother of new commander Adafe Owe.
And I'm a fan of Ortega Owe, and had no idea until that game that was the brother of the new commander.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. I was like, the Wizards should draft him and get the whole connection up there. But Nick, I can tell why you're a good guy, because Bradford Bass, he's a good guy, and he raised a good guy. And then you got this clown over here, Zach, who gave me a pick. What was it?
North Dakota
State.
Plus like 80.5, and they still didn't cover.
So North Dakota State, it was, what was it, Zach? 15.5, something like that. They got their doors blown off, 92-67. And then I see Zach the next day. He doesn't even say anything to me at all. No apology. No, hey, man, my bad. Rough night. Just nothing. Just so what I'm saying is Bradford Bass and Nick Bass, stand-up guys. Zach, I don't know. We need to get Zach in here at some point in the show because he wants to brag about his bracket as well. So we'll do that later on in the show. All right, Jabone, I saw Blake Harrell today. I saw Damon Magazoo.
Yeah.
I saw Roy Tesh.
Ah.
And got some handshakes, hugs.
Pancakes.
Riff-raff style. But I did not talk to those gentlemen. You talked to one of them,
yes.
Blake Harrell, after spring ball today.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see? Anything? You see anything with your eyes? Now, last week you said Emory Williams has the look.
Yeah.
He's got the look.
So I wasn't at the media designated time because I was producing the Brandon Golden Show with Cliff Godwin, which you can watch tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. But before I went to the team room for media availability, little press conference with Blake Harrell, I was able to watch through the fence a little bit.
Good work.
And now I don't know if this was inbounds, out of bounds, but a nice back shoulder pass from Emory Williams.
Don't say Ray Ray.
To Ray Ray
Oh,
Joseph.
my God.
And the catch was spectacular. The throw was spectacular. This guy is a guy.
It's all about the
ECU.
I was going to do, ECU. Emory to Ray Ray. Watch out, folks.
And they wear the same number. I mean, that's probably going to have to be fixed.
Yeah, that's going to be a flag every play they do that. Nick is working on the hand signs. We'll get that to you when we get it figured out. So you saw that. That about it? Anything else?
Of note, I mean, look, they got these black things in the fence to where you can't really see through, but I was able to see a couple throws from a couple guys.
We got a man on the inside. I saw Bryce Williams today. He's boys with Damon, and I said, hey, get us some insight. And he said, don't worry, I got you. So we're going to get some tidbits from old Bryce. What's going on with spring ball. Opening comments are 4 minutes. Do you want to hear that? Or it would be our first of the year. We could do it.
We don't have to play the whole thing, but there is some interesting things that really solidified why Blake Harrell is my favorite coach at East Carolina. So let's just play a little bit. I'll tell you when to cut it down.
Go ahead, Shirley.
Back in spring ball and back in spring practice and going at it. Finally got some spring weather to go along with it. Just finished up practice number 3 and seeing some things that are really good and seeing some things we got to improve on. But overall, just excited to be back out there with the guys and playing football. And that piece of it's been a lot of fun. And we went through our first phase of the off season, what we call the first quarter, which is our January, February lifts, and then really our second quarter here after spring break is spring practice. So super excited about it. But at the same time, we got a lot of work to do and a long ways to go. And just talk to the guys about our goals of the spring and where we're at and where we got to keep pushing to. I went to my oldest daughter had a volleyball tournament yesterday and just talked to the team about this. And right now she's at that phase where it's just just good to be out there and hang out with folks, and it's a hobby tour. It's not really, I'm committed. I'm not all in on this thing. And I told our players, that's us in football. We got to be all in. And I said, just being a hobby, just feeling good about it, just, out there hanging out with your friends or creating a TikTok video afterwards, that's all good. That's having a good time. But that ain't going to get you a championship. That's going to get you 7-8 wins, maybe a bowl game, maybe a military bowl appearance again. So that's kind of where we're at and what we got to keep pushing to. We got to be committed. And you see it in the NCAA tournament right now. Teams that are committed are coming out of there with wins and all those things, and it's from the top bottom. Everybody that touches the program has to have that championship mindset of how can we take this thing to the next level. Are we satisfied with a military bowl win and 9 wins, or are we going to take this thing and try to go win a conference championship? And what can give us the best advantage to get there, and how can we do that? And just, is that the extra time in the weight room, extra time in the film room? Is that giving all the best effort I got in practice, playing with great energy? I don't think our energy was great today. So we got to step those things up. And we got to continue to keep rising to that. And we got some guys that are doing that. We just don't have enough right now. We got, T.J. Engelman and Julian Davis. I wish those 2 guys on Saturday morning here early, busting their tails, taking care of their body, and it's showing in practice. And we got to get more guys doing the right thing and really busting their tails out there so we can push this thing to the next level. So that's kind of where we're at. And, the goal this spring is just kind of make sure we get better every single day. I don't want to go out there and just check a box or just sit back and just say, hey, we just got to get through here and, create a hobby or create a TikTok video, so to speak. We want to go out there with urgency, intent, and purpose and attack that thing. So practice number 3, in pads.
Anti-TikTok. Let's stop making the TikTok videos and we'll win a championship.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Indiana probably made some TikToks last year.
I didn't see him.
You hadn't seen any of ECU's either?
Yeah, I've been shown some. Not this season.
Okay.
And I don't really think he was talking about anybody specifically on the team.
Personally, I don't think one has anything to do with the other. If you are losing games, then, yeah, it's something you're going to complain about.
Yeah.
If you're undefeated, you don't care.
That's true. That's very true.
Okay. I mean, once you lose, you can find anything to, hey, man, if you spent more time. If Holden Ahlers had spent more time practicing than doing interviews on Pirate Radio, maybe we would have won more games.
That's
you know what
true.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no more TikToks. Jarrett lit up today. He was so happy after Blake Harrell was anti-TikTok. I can't wait. Hey, I'm going to get TikTok just to find Hornets, Raiders, all your favorite teams' TikToks and show them.
Well, I can already tell you that there's some Hornets players probably on TikTok.
LaMelo Ball probably lives on TikTok.
Yeah, why do you think he's on it while he's driving?
Yeah.
But he can make a one-legged 3. So.
I don't think I enjoy watching him play basketball.
No.
Because we've never seen it before.
Yeah, he has a revolutionary style.
It's so ugly. Now, and maybe it becomes pretty 30 years from now when everybody plays like him, but nobody plays the way he does, and it is an eyesore to me. But it works.
Yep, one of one.
He really is. Brandon Miller, smooth as silk. We'll talk Hornets later. What other clips do you want to hear from Blake Harrell?
We'll go cut 2.
Okay.
How much are you learning about your new players and coaches?
Every time you take the field, I think we had 22 transfers, 2 JUCOs, 14 freshmen that enrolled early. So you got about, it's 38 new players out there and 5 new coaches on the field. So it's some of that. And we during the winter training, we do OTA type workouts. So everything we do in practice, we've already been through once. Now it's just, you're going through it full speed and you're going through it with pads on. So it changes a little bit. But for me, it's an opportunity to kind of learn those individuals, what makes them tick, what makes them go. As a guy, you're going to have to stay on and keep your thumb on. Is he kind of a self-starter and can go? And then who's talented enough to go make plays and go win his football game. So I think every day we find out a little bit more and more about those new guys and about the guys returning. I mean, KJ Merrill had a big pick in the bowl game and gave him a hard time the other day about getting caught on it. But he was really just trying to kill clocks, what he told me. But just KJ is really taking his game to the next level. And you can see he's changing his body, taking care of it, and really pushing forward. And I think in that room, Christian Peterson is there. Several guys are kind of, pushing and making the competition even better. JB's doing a really good job in there as well.
All right, there. You want to hear 3, Jared?
Yeah.
I want to hear some quarterback talk. Talked about the new QBs and when he plans to announce a starter.
Yeah, so we get to talk about quarterbacks all offseason for the next 4 or 5 months, right? I think both young men, Emory Williams and Mitch Griffiths, are doing an exceptional job just from everything they've done since they've stepped on campus here, learning the playbook, being the first in the weight room, working their tails off there, extra meeting time, and just treating themselves like a professional. Both are very intelligent kids, getting other teammates doing a really good job of that. And I think, our offseason is 4 quarters. I don't think you would get halfway through a game and say, hey, we've won the game, or in the business world, you wouldn't get halfway through the year and say, okay, we can just let up the rest of the year. We'll just step back. So I want that thing to kind of be going and pushing. Obviously, right now they're rotating both with the 1s and 2s. And at some point, a guy may earn more reps with the 1s, or a guy may take a step forward. But I don't think you'll actually name a starter until you get time to play and get through all 4 quarters and get closer to that point going to Tuscaloosa. So, but just excited to see where they grow and excited to see where they take us and kind of keep pushing those guys too. I think the competition between the 2 of them is really good. It makes each one better.
All right. Yeah, you're right, Blake. We will be talking and asking about quarterbacks until a starter is named. And knowing ECU's history, we might even be talking about it beyond that because, as I brought up with Bryce last week, we had the Rio Johnson-Shane Carden competition and went to a different quarterback in week 2. And now Shane's an ECU Hall of Famer. And then we had the Garcia and Hauser battle. Garcia wins it. Does okay, but throws way too many picks, and Hauser comes in and leads the Pirates to some wins.
Yeah,
see if they make the right decision this year from the start.
I wonder if Jake Garcia is going to be at Michigan Pro Day, because that Charger scout really loved him last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
All
right, you want to hear cut 7?
Yeah, 7.
Have any of the new transfers caught your attention?
Christian Peterson had a good reprimand today, and I didn't think he didn't have a good week last week. Just kind of didn't stand out, but today the pads come on and he stands out a little bit. Ray, I thought did a really good job this morning. Those 2 guys, and the lineman up front. I think Brandon Best continues to work his tail off, and he's just kind of be a bright spot in there. Carson's out this spring. He's doing some limited stuff, but no team, no contact. So Brandon's playing center and playing some guard both. Hayes and Ethan are both doing a good job up front. So I think various spots we've got some guys that kind of flash a little bit, but we need to see more when they they will as they get comfortable. As they get more and more comfortable with each other, I think you'll see them bring out the best in each other. An old guy that's doing a really good job right now is Bryce Weaver, because you're sitting in his seat reminding me of that. But Bryce is doing a really good job of leading the football team, bringing good energy. A D.H. Conley guy that's taking his game to the next step.
All right, Blake Harrell there. Don't get me too excited about Ray. First of all, I said I love a guy with 2 of the same names as a first name.
Yes.
Ray. Great name. He's from the U. I'm so old now. I feel like a lot of these guys from big schools that transfer in, like, we overhype them and they don't deliver. Like, give me a Winstead from Toledo.
Yeah.
Give me a Ventavious Cooper from a JUCO. But if Coach Harrell's talking up Ray and you're seeing Ray make plays, I'm going to get excited about Ray.
Yeah, I mean, look, it happened last year with Petaway. I was very excited about him, and it just never really found his role, his footing in the offense. Maybe he could be a guy this year, the second year in the program.
Yeah, I definitely gave up on him, and maybe it was too early. And the fact that he didn't go to the portal tells me they still want him around here. And you're right. That's a potential, like, comeback player of the year, breakout type guy.
Yeah.
Petaway, year 2.
Speaking of portal, we have some basketball entries.
Oh, I thought you wanted one more cut.
We'll play one more cut, then we'll get to basketball later.
The whole reason you wanted to play 7 was to play 8, correct?
Yeah, I kind of forgot. Hey, it's been a busy weekend.
It's Monday.
Yeah, but I worked yesterday too.
Okay. Well, when does your week start?
I don't really know.
Because the calendar says Sunday. What's the first day of the week, folks? What do y'all got? Real question. I go Monday.
Yeah, that's typically.
Okay.
But I don't have a typical schedule.
So it's been a busy week so far.
Week, yeah.
What's cut 8, Jared?
How important are the returning players to the new guys in terms of culture?
Yeah, I think, and I just was talking about the 10-80-10. You know, you got the top 10% of your program who know the standards, know the expectations, and they do those things. Well, their job is to pull somebody that's just, hey, doesn't know quite yet to that top 10%. Out of that 80% group. So certainly, you know, Bryce Weaver, Preston Carr, Ryan Rosenberg, those guys are doing that. You know, can they always be better? Yes, we can always be better every single day. But I think those guys are continuing to push that. And I don't think that they're not happy. And look, you know, the good thing is this about having so many new guys or guys that may not have as big a role last year as they're going to have this year is we're not sitting here looking out the rear view and they look at me, look what I did. You know, I won a military bowl or back-to-back military bowls or 9 wins or 6 American Conference wins. Nobody's looking at that. All they're looking at is next season, 2026, looking out the windshield, getting ready to go tack the next day. And that's kind of, as a coach, that's enjoyable to be around. It's an enjoyable group to be around. I just think we got to keep pushing and keep taking steps forward if we want our goals, if we want to really match those, if we want to be committed to those, or we just want to talk about them, or do we really want to be about them?
All right. It's good to hear Blake Harrell's voice. I don't like spring ball because by the time I really get into it and we have a game, they pull it away from you. They tease you and they take it away. And then it's a long, long off season. But good to have some Pirate football comments back on Pirate Radio as part of our New Blue Pirate Report. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge at a time where the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best. New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. They also specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today. CallInUBlue.com. That's CallInUBlue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Let's take a break. We'll come back. More Hour 2 Pirate Radio Live. We got more hoops to talk about. We got Pirate baseball to talk about and more. We'll be back with you after this.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
When work needs doing or the trail calls, you need a machine that's ready for both. That's Honda's line of Pioneer side-by-sides. Choose the compact 520, the powerful 700 series, or go big with the 1000 line, built for 3, 5, or 6. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville, and find your perfect Honda Pioneer side-by-side. For your safety, read the owner's manual and wear a helmet and eye protection. Always wear your seatbelt and close the side nets and doors when operating. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
The 9th annual NC Pirate Classic is back, coming Saturday, April 4th. Presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate. Youth hunters from all over the state are headed east, and the top scoring birds will win great prizes. Weigh-in will be held at Davenport Farms on Highway 264 in Greenville. Brought to you by Sam Jones Barbecue, the Dixie Deer Classic, Grady White Boats, Greenville Marine and Outdoor Shop, Mountain Dew, Country Mart, Moultrie Cameras, Carolina Ice, Simply Natural Creamery, Fox Brothers Construction, BAM Pest Control, Doug Henry of Farmville, American Threads, Cory Kennedy State Farm, and the Robinson Law Firm. Registration is now open for all youth turkey hunters at ncpirateclassic.com. We'll see you there.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This March, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it now for $365 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event, all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 31st, 2026.
Hi, this is Brian Meador from East Carolina Athletics. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington has everything you need for game day or any other day for men and women. Whether it's dress, casual, or even a formal occasion, Russell's has got you covered. They've served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for over 40 years with quality clothing and personal service. Russell's Clothing on Main Street in downtown Washington, a proud part of Pirates Supporting Pirates. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Cliff.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Let's check out the other Hurleys about Liz Hurley. You like Liz Hurley? You don't know who that is?
I know Mr. Furley.
I do.
You like Liz Hurley?
Sure.
I like Liz Hurley. Austin Powers?
Oh, okay.
Also formerly, famously, dated Hugh Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Was with him for quite a few years.
Yeah. Hugh Grant and Hugh Freeze have something in common. Two things in common. They like Hugh and, I believe, Ladies of the Night.
Ah, yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yes, that would be correct, sir.
That was a nice connection I made there. Jared, name the 3 women in the Austin Powers movies that were co-stars with Mike Myers.
Well, Liz Hurley.
I gave you Liz Hurley.
Roller Girl.
Huh?
I don't know her actual name.
The blonde?
She was Roller Girl in Boogie Nights.
Heather Graham.
Okay.
And?
Beyonce.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
Beyonce kind of ruined the third one.
She was not a very good actress. I would not say ruined.
Well,
I loved her scene with Nathan Lane. I thought that was funny when I first saw it.
There was just no awkward sexual tension that the first two brought.
They didn't have the chemistry.
Yeah,
I would say. I want to do movie trivia with Bone. Just throw in a few because you're going to see a movie tonight.
Yeah, Project Hail Mary.
I've heard good things.
So have I. Been trying to see this since Thursday.
You've been trying to see it since Thursday. They wouldn't let you in. You lost your wallet. Why couldn't you get in?
Just schedule.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I started watching DTF St. Louis last night.
Okay.
Because I am a huge Jason Bateman fan.
Oh, he is in this.
And it's an odd show.
What does DTF stand for?
Exactly what you think it is. I thought it was like a cop show or something.
Yeah.
But no, it's that.
DTFD, Downtown Fire Department.
It's on HBO Max, and watched a couple of eps of that after that the Alabama game got out of hand. So
yeah.
I was basketballed out. Why does this remote just stop working?
I don't know. It's worked perfectly all day.
I know. And now it doesn't. You know, it'd be perfect tonight? Some Hornets basketball, some Canes hockey, and we get neither. Come on. NHL has one game scheduled, right, Nick? What is that? After March Madness. I guess we got women's tournament going on, but And I'm fine. I don't need any more college basketball tonight. I've had my fill. But, man, give me some Hornets. Every NBA team should play tonight.
Yeah, let's see. What are the NBA games tonight?
Nothing. We got sports trivia tonight. I might throw in an episode of Cheers or something.
Hey, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Lakers Pistons. That sounds good. Lakers are on a roll. No Cade Cunningham though.
I can't watch an NBA game if it doesn't involve the Hornets. Just like I really don't like watching an MLB game if the Braves aren't playing.
That is true.
That's the way I is.
Yeah, Kings Hornets tomorrow.
So the
line's going to be like 30 points.
The Hornets were favored. I saw it at 18.5 Saturday. I was like, this is ridiculous. Who are they playing?
The Grizz.
The NBA's got a problem. If you have
we need to add 2 more teams.
Ridiculous. The NBA has a problem if you have 18.5 point spreads. This is like FBS versus FCS football games. Like teams are supposed to be somewhat equal, and you got 18.5 point spreads in the NBA, and the Hornets covered.
Yeah.
They won by 20 plus.
Yeah. I mean, the other night, the Thunder and the Nets, I think the Nets had 24 points at halftime. I think it was like 66-24.
Thank you, Shirley. Can I get that?
Yep. Nah, she's going to fix it and take it.
Make sure that's what it was.
Thank you, Shirley.
You're welcome.
I want to find Friday's ECU baseball game because Jamie reported via X that Mike Mullis gave us the knuckleball pregame that he promised. And I want to see that. So that would be Sunday.
There's
Saturday.
No.
And women's lacrosse. Friday?
Yeah.
There it is. All right, I want to see the knuckler. So the Pirates go 3-1 last week, J-Bone. We still got to make up a game. And first of all, I'll get your take on the week that was because I got to go get a paper.
Okay, yeah, Saturday, man. What a game Saturday. Zach, you want to hop on a mic? You were there all weekend with me and also by yourself. Saturday, put up 6 in the first inning, got the starter out in the first inning. And, the game pretty much never even got going. It was over from the start.
They scored first, and we said, we're good.
Yeah.
And it was done from there.
And then yesterday, not the best performance. Davin Whitaker, man. What a guy. Like, this guy
Ice Tray
has played incredible all season. Now with Jack Herring's injury, he is fully in the lineup out in right field. And he has, there it is. He is just, hey, hit the ground running.
Oh, get the graphic out of the way, though.
They had it without the graphic for a good bit.
He did it right at the top.
Yeah.
Man, what a guy.
Mike Mullis.
Mike Mullis told us he was going to give us a knuckleball right out of the gate on TV on Friday.
East.
They're showing our beautiful campus, well manicured.
Carolina University.
What a beautiful day.
Look at that.
Pirates are running sprints.
Oh, they're scared. They won. This
UAB
Friday.
has pinstripe gray uniforms. You can't do that.
Matt Lashley. Parker Burr scratched his ass.
You should have seen their Saturday uniforms.
I did. Oh, baby. I love it, Michael.
Michael Mullis.
Mike Mullis, man. What a guy. I did, Zach. And so Saturday, I went out to go meet my good buddy, Mr. March Chandler Honeycutt. Oh. And he told me where they were tailgating. I stopped at the tailgate, saw Jenny and some other folks, Lane, who's a chat ganger, Josh Thomas, and some other people out there. And I stayed there, watched the game on TV. Briefly, I had them change the other TV to basketball, but I guess whoever's TV it was saw that and then immediately put it back on ECU. Why they needed 2 TVs on the same game, I don't know.
While they're in the parking lot of the game?
Right. So Chandler texts me. My buddy Joe Myancic was there as well. He came out. At that point, it had gotten out of hand, and we just went to the Buck. So I was there for about 2.5 innings, but never winning the game. But my point, Zach, I saw it, and I got confused because the gold jerseys I associated with ECU and, just not paying full attention to it. I guess the Pirates were wearing purple that day, or were they wearing white?
What day? White
Saturday.
Saturday.
So I think they were wearing purple.
Yeah. And their yellow that they were wearing, bright.
Yeah, very
way
bright.
brighter than ours.
In fact, I thought we were playing Wichita.
Yeah,
a few times on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we guys with pitching right now? So
in the air. We have no clue what's happening.
Nick Moran nursing a shoulder injury. Hopefully he's good to go tomorrow.
Yep.
Gavin Van Kippen, they'll do some tests. We'll find out later. We'll probably won't find out this week since we won't talk to Cliff this weekend. Colby Weber, they did the MRI. They haven't got the results back. That's probably a question for tomorrow night.
They probably have it. We just haven't been told.
Yeah. And
that's tough.
Hey, you still got Joe Webb doing great out of the bullpen. Sean Jenkins, great closer. Ethan Norby was solid, very solid on Friday night. But to see Gavin Van Kippen go down, that's a tough sight to see.
A lot of people, message boarders, disappointed on Redacted Colors. And I saw Name Redacted asked about it and points out they've won 8 out of 10. Is that right? But it doesn't feel that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's the injuries. Maybe it's just not being able to finish off a sweep.
Yeah.
But, like, it feels like... And, again, I'm not at the park or around the team. I'm more from afar and looking at the internet, which is negative to start with. But it feels like negative vibes for a team that's been playing pretty well, right?
Yeah, every game I watched, I just think back to last season. And I thought last season wasn't as bad as people were saying, but comparing these two teams, it was. And this team is a lot better. I think this team is sitting pretty.
Well,
I mean,
everybody's definition of pretty is different.
I just looked at the on-3 field of 64 predictions, and we're first 4 out. So we weren't even on it last week. So now we've worked our way up to first 4 out.
So B-Man on March 10th did his path to hosting a regional. And we are 1 game off. Now, the good news is he has us going 2-2 this week. So if we could get a 3-1 this week, we'll be back on track.
Yeah.
To B-Man's path to hosting. I'm also looking at a path of an at-large, right? And so 2-2 this week, 3-1 this week would go a long way with that, with Duke and UTSA. He has us beating Duke.
I think we beat Duke. Their whole team's kind of a mess after the coach leaving. And
Midweek,
everything.
you just never know, though.
Yeah, that's also true.
And then he's got, that's also true, losing 2 out of 3 at UTSA.
UTSA, Zach, you were telling me they've kind of slowed down from how they were playing last year. Not as good.
Yeah, so their starter, Friday night guy, went down. He pitched, I think, maybe only 1 week or maybe not any this year. And they had to rearrange their lineup a little bit, figured it out at first. They had some good outings. Their last non-con series, they lost UT Arlington, which will end up being a 3 or 4 seed in the tournament from from the Southland. But definitely not a loss they should take with where they were net-wise. Yeah. And then their first conference series this weekend, I actually didn't see the results, but they definitely slowed down from that hot form.
Let's look at these standings after 1 weekend of play.
We were the only 2-0 team after the Friday and Saturday, and then we lost.
So that means no undefeated teams in the league. South Florida, us, UTSA, Wichita, Tulane, 2-1. Charlotte, FAU, UAB, Rice, Memphis, 1-2. Overall, South Florida, 20-4.
Yeah, their strength of schedule was
Okay.
But they still won the game, so.
Pirates 15-9-1. Charlotte, I know Mully talked about them going into the year, 15-9. Wichita as well, 17-9. UTSA 17-7. Zach, over under, I'll make it 2.5. 2.5 teams from the American in the regionals this year.
If we can lock in, I say over. I think we're going to be the deciding factor. We'll be that third team.
So you say South Florida, Charlotte, us, or South Florida, Wichita, us?
So we make
one of those combinations.
Say we make it as an at-large, and then let's say we or UTSA wins the championship. East Carolina makes it an at-large. Who can be the other one?
I think
USF, Wichita.
Yeah, we look at USF being
Charlotte.
the champion, and then UTSA and us being at-larges.
When you say
no, I don't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
I want to have one of our best teams winning the championship.
Yes.
Because that affects my over/under 2.5. Can we get another additional
I
team?
still think so,
Okay.
yeah. The RPIs all around are good.
When you say if this team can lock in, what do you mean by that?
Well, more or less
focus in, lock in.
figure things out.
Sean.
We have a lot to figure out right now.
Yeah, but I mean,
that they can't help.
I love that question, by the way, because sports talk radio people, me included, just say things.
Yeah,
and nobody checks them on it.
Well, you just said we've won 8 of our last 10, and if that's true, I mean, by God, like, are you upset that we've gone 8-2 in our last 10?
We have a lot of recent developments. That part needs to be figured out. That's what I mainly mean.
But when you say lock in, it's like this team is playing terrible, but really, like, hey, our pitching, we're getting hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, we're down Jack Herring in the field. Matt Lashley was throwing up. He couldn't play Saturday, and he didn't get in until the 9th inning yesterday. There's a lot of varying factors.
If you'd asked me, would it have been Jarrett or Matt Lashley throwing up this weekend, I would have definitely said Jarrett.
I almost, Friday was tough. Friday morning was tough. But yeah, I was surprised. I would have bet Matt. I would have bet myself too.
They have indeed won 8 out of 10, but we gotta close out some sweeps. We gotta get healthy,
and maybe that's why there's some negative feelings around the team, because like you end your week on a sour note. But I don't know. I feel very positive about this team and where they're at right now, and they're only going to get better as the year goes on, which is what Cliff Godwin has said he wants this team to do.
And Jarrett, your stat about UAB and us playing UAB, the loss to them was
that wasn't my
outlier.
stat. I mean, they put it up on.
Oh yeah.
Well,
they
I heard
had
Saturday.
They hadn't won in Clark LeClaire since May 10th, 2003.
Man,
first win.
Shout out Shane Winkler.
The wink.
Keep going 2-1, baby. Let's just keep it rolling. They are 22-11. Did they really do it again, Shirley?
They lost
did
Friday.
it again.
me and Zach were sitting there Friday. He's like, they lost to Memphis.
So they lose the first game and then win the games 2 and 3.
All
They've
year
done
long.
that every game, and another blowout to close it out. 16-5 on Sunday. Weird matchup at home on Wednesday against Stanford, number 19 in the country. Big. Monster game. And
what time is that game at?
6 o'clock.
Okay.
They're on a ACC road trip, so they figured why not get a schedule a decent team.
I was
out here.
hoping they were just coming out here for this, and then like, hey, maybe we get a jet lagged Stanford.
Go out to the game Wednesday and then head to OTs for sports trivia. That's right. Great Wednesday plan. Now, some people don't like the mid-major term. Are you okay with it? I don't like it. You don't like it? Because Shirley has sent me D1 softball's mid-major rankings. East Carolina coming in at number 12.
That's exactly what that deserves. That's exactly what that deserves.
We want some rankings.
Well, the problem is that they do more than one top 25 rankings. That you have your standard top 25, and then I guess D1 softball does a mid-major ranking, and that's where East Carolina is popping up. They're not getting any votes in the standard top 25, at least not right now.
This is why I hate like the ranking system in college baseball and softball, because there's like 18 different polls.
Well, yeah.
Football, it's like, hey, AP.
We pretty much focus on D1 baseball unless we're hiring another one, and then we'll take that one.
Absolutely.
We'll take the highest one. Let me do a quick softball American Conference standings and see where we are. Again, 6-3 after 3 weekends. Really like what this team's been able to do. They also are looking for a sweep somewhere. North Texas 8-1, South Florida 7-2, UTSA is 7-2. Par coming in at 6-3 along with Wichita. So it's kind of top heavy there. So we have played who? Memphis. They're 1-8.
South Florida, no, FAU.
FAU 4-5.
Did we play Wichita?
Wichita is 6-3,
Mm-hmm.
so they've done great outside of ECU. So maybe that's a positive sign. All right, let's take another break. We'll come back, wrap up hour 2. We got Cory Scott joining us to talk some Pirate baseball. When we get to hour number 3, Zach wants to brag about his bracket, so we'll do that and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Monday after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Are You Okay? And Are You Okay at ECU is a community-wide mental health event coming to Pitt County on March 25th. This is Dr. Andrew Herdman from East Carolina University, and Are You Okay encourages people to simply to check in on one another, listen, and connect them to mental health resources in our community if necessary. It's okay not to be okay. It's not okay to stay there alone. Join the movement. Go to Instagram, RUOK_Pitt County.
After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic Parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
This is Isaiah Winstead. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Overtime Tavern, located on South Charles Boulevard, right across from the Sheetz gas station, is your go-to for all the game day action. Come hungry and leave happy with Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, juicy burgers, and wings that bring the heat. They're open daily till midnight. And on Wednesday nights, you can join Clip Brock for sports trivia and test your game day knowledge. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Former Pirate reliever Cory Scott going to join us coming up at 5 o'clock to talk more Pirate baseball. ECU basketball news. Isaiah Mbang into the transfer portal. On a scale from I don't care to, oh man, the world is ending. Where are you with that news?
2.
Yeah.
What's that his jersey number?
Right now.
Thank you. Pardon?
Can you play that again? I talked over it.
I'm not excited about right now.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Would anybody, like, I don't care.
Ni hao? No, no, I don't care if anybody.
I want Jay Shane to be back because I'm a Jay Shane stan, but outside of that, I really...
Yeah, I would prefer for Jay Woodard and Dahi Quinn and Trevi LeBeau, the 3 guys we didn't get a chance to see much of, if not any.
If any.
If any. But, yeah, I don't really care if anybody stays.
All right. Any other nuggets on basketball?
LaDante Felton has also entered the portal.
Yeah. Appreciate him coming here. So RJ would stay another year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about that. It for that. RJ, we're throwing up some RJ highlights. That's good to see.
Yeah, can't wait till the Greensboro Swarm trade form and we start the G League dynasty of RJ Felton and Jordan Riley.
So what team is it? Pacers?
Yeah, the
organization?
The Bloomington Blooms or whatever. I don't know.
The Bloomington in Blooms?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jordan Riley.
Shout out Jordan Riley.
Will Jordan Riley play in the Summer League later this year?
Yes.
Think so?
Yes, he will. Yes.
Undrafted?
I could see him being like a bottom 5 pick, 55 to 60, but it's more...
That would be epic.
More likely than not that he will be an undrafted free agent. But a lot like RJ Felton, because RJ Felton was signed immediately.
Yeah.
I don't think Jordan Riley will have to wait long if he does not hear his name on draft night.
No, that'd be cool. Have a Pirate.
Yeah.
Make a NBA roster.
I mean, to me, in my opinion, the best Pirate to ever play in Minji's.
I mean, it's just... shame on me. I just didn't watch the team a whole lot this year. And I just saw basically his highlights and numbers. But, yeah, you might be right, numbers-wise. And what he was able to do in 2 seasons and really being the leader on this team.
Yeah, I mean, what? The only guy who outscored him in the entire sport of college basketball was A.J. Dabansa.
Wow.
I mean, more than Darren Peterson, more than Cam Boozer, guys who are going to be top 3 picks, more than Caleb Wilson.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Jordan Riley is one of the best ever.
He really is.
Yeah.
It's no cap, as they say.
Hey, no cap.
I just wish, there was some winning. I wish there was some guys around him. And I will give credit to Mike Schwartz for bringing him in, bringing in C.J. Walker.
Gio was good.
Yeah, I mean, Gio's a good piece. He can't be your number 2.
No.
You know, or even your 3 or maybe 4. But he'd be a good piece. Because I've criticized Schwartz enough for not bringing in shooters and good players, but he has shown he can bring in some good guys from the portal.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, everybody just wants to bring up the misses, which, I mean, there's a lot.
well, there's more than
Yeah,
Max.
but with that, you also have to give him credit for the
I just did,
massive
and
hits. I'm not talking about you. I'm just
I
saying,
know,
like, this.
but we don't need to give him too much more credit.
No, just
bring in somebody that can shoot the basketball.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling into the. Well, I'm just yelling. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody cares what I say.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but just there's guys everywhere that can shoot, and we had the 4th worst shooting 3-point team.
Yeah, we did not finish that. Ryder, man, shout out Ryder.
They went wire to wire.
Yeah,
the whole year they were the worst.
There were some times where we were giving them a run.
Nah, Ryder said we got this.
Ryder, man, finished 365. We finished 361.
That's rough.
But Florida was right near there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when you got like 4, 6, 8 guys in your starting lineup.
Yeah, when one
and
guy
4
is
more
like
on the bench.
7'10", I don't really guess you need to be shooting threes.
I heard I was listening to Pirate Radio yesterday on the way to do sports trivia at Dirty Dan's. My first time there.
Really?
And they said Tennessee, they were this kind of grinded out defensive team, but the past few years they've really become more explosive offensively. It's like, what changed? and that's me. That's a joke. It's a joke. Calm down. But I just thought that was funny. You know?
No, that is funny.
It's kind of funny.
I didn't know where you were going with this at
and
first.
now do you?
Now I connected the dots.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean anything. It's not because Schwartz left that they're better offensively. It's a joke. And I want to see us win some ball games. And I think we can. It doesn't take much to flip a roster and to get good. No. So, like, I believe Mike Schwartz can have another winning season here. I'm not out on Mike Schwartz. Well, no, I'm not out. If they were to fire him, I would not be upset because I think the UNCG game did it for me last year.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm good. But he's here, and I believe that he can bring in 2 or 3 guys to put together a winner.
Yeah, and I believe that he can. I believe that he will.
I don't believe he will, but I believe he can. So we shall see. All right, Jabone, since the tournament started, the Charlotte Hornets 2-0.
Yeah.
Don't lose sight of that while everything else is going on. And they will be big favorites tomorrow night. Hurricanes, Nick, how we looking? You were concerned about the Penguins game. They won that one.
Yeah.
I believe they won their latest game.
Against the Penguins, yes.
Again, okay. So how are we looking in the Eastern Conference right now?
I believe we're top of the East. Buffalo's been really good. Tampa's still really good.
Question, Nick. Are you, what'd you do this weekend?
I hung out with my parents at home.
Okay. Are you have like a scratchy voice.
Yeah.
I thought you either got after it this weekend or you're sick.
No.
Allergies?
It's that pollen.
Allergies, yeah.
Yeah.
It's that damn pollen.
I kind of like, you got a little bass.
Oh, thanks.
A little bass.
You got a little bass going there, buddy. All right. So Canes on the up?
Yeah.
All right. Canes on the up. Check out Nick at Canes Prospects. Does a phenomenal job. Endorsed by Mike Maniscalco and Wade Minter. We will take a break. When we return, we'll talk some Pirate baseball and NCAA tournament and more with Cory Scott. He joins us after this timeout.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right, GMC 1500s. You got 0% or 20% off. $11,549 off when you have a trade-in, and we have over 50 to choose from. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make a Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Attention Pirates and runners, be sure to join the fun Saturday, March 28th for the Pirate 10-miler, 4-miler, or Double Down Challenge. The road race starts and finishes at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and runs through the best of Greenville. Get in on all the action and reserve your spot at the starting line today. Sign up now at pirate10miler.com. Use the code Pirate Radio to save 15% off your race registration. That's pirate10miler.com, special code Pirate Radio. See you there, March 28th.
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3. As still got more March Madness to talk about, but we'll talk some Pirate baseball as well as we bring in one of the best to throw it on the mound in ECU baseball history. He is Cory Scott joining us. Cory, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Clip. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And I remember last year, Cory, I saw you before the season and said, hey, you want to come on? You said, yeah, let me watch a series or two and then get up with me. And I didn't get up with you until the regionals. So this year, I'm gonna get up. Yeah. I'm really gonna do it this year.
Well, thanks for not leaving me out. But.
So we got you on today with a big week ahead. But before we get there, Cory, so let's get your opinion on this. We were talking about it earlier. The injuries, unfortunately, are piling up. Pirates can't quite close out a sweep. So it seems like the vibe's down, but they've won 8 out of 10. And they're playing well. So, like, where do you sit as a alum and as a fan now of ECU? How do you feel about the team?
Well, it seems like every year we have this conversation. You know, injuries have been prone to East Carolina, and, you know, Cliff just has everyone ready at a certain time. And now it's the time for kids to step up and show why you're a Pirate.
All right, are you okay with where we are? I know you want some more wins and everything, but as far as the wins and losses and what we've been doing here, especially the last couple of weeks, what do you think about the team?
Yeah, we're battling. I think we come prepared almost every day, and if we're not, Cliff will tell you. He's not afraid to tell you that we're not prepared today, that he doesn't think we are. But I think for the most part, the boys are battling, and we've got a couple of freshmen on the starting lineup, and you just don't see that across the country these days with the transfer portal and the NIL and the way things are. So I think I'm really proud of the kids. I think they're doing great. I think Cliff and the staff is top notch, and like always, I just think they're doing what they should do.
I love talking to Cliff in the off season. We'll talk NFL. We'll talk all kinds of stuff in season. He's in serious baseball mode, and I understand that. But how about like Cliff, the player and the friend back in the day? Was he like always locked in, or is there the lighter side
what
of Cliff?
You see is what you get.
Yeah.
That's Cliff Godwin, and that's the way he's always been. He was like that as a player. He's like that as a teammate. He's like that as a friend. You know, this time of year, people ask me, "Hey, man, have you talked to Cliff? Have you talked to Cliff?" No.
Yeah.
No, I haven't talked to Cliff because, you know, after June, July, you know, I'll talk to Cliff. And Cliff's, you know, one of my best friends. He's one of my teammates. He's one of my brothers. I love him to death. But, no, you just don't talk to him right now.
Cory Scott joining us. Cory, let's talk pitching. And man, Gavin Van Kempen, you were on him early, Jared, and he got better and better. And, you know, leaves the game Saturday. The week before, the tall stork kid, Colby Weber, pitching great. He leaves with an injury. So right now, Ethan Norby, your only weekend starter who is able to go right now. So that puts you in a bind, Cory. But, man, let's talk about those guys first of all. What you saw from the new starters, Van Kempen and Weber, before they went out with injury.
I'll tell you, very impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the stats, Van Kempen's leading the team in ERA. He's a big, strong kid. He throws good. He throws hard. He battles. You know, he's a Saturday starter for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, he was given that position, and I think he's handled it very well.
And then Weber to do what he was doing as a freshman was impressive.
Very impressive. That's like I said, you know, there's not very many schools in the country right now that have freshmen that are playing and starting and contributing, and East Carolina does. And I haven't heard anything about Van Kempen. I don't know if you guys have. I haven't heard any injury reports or anything, but I will tell you he's a battler, and he's very impressive and fun to watch.
And then Norby, we expected so much from him. He's got all the accolades. He's got the projections for the majors and everything. So when he's not out there striking out 12, we were like, hey, what's going on? And but it feels like he's coming into form. How about Ethan this year?
Well,
so far?
I'll tell you, man, Ethan was our workhorse for us, and he has been throughout the years. He's the leader. He's the leader of that staff. You know, a lot of pressure, outside pressure, gets put on these kids.
Yeah.
You know, to do well, expectations are high. But you know what? Ethan's a battler, and he's one of the best players to go out there and watch. You know, his emotion, his dedication to East Carolina, he's just fun to watch. And Ethan is going to be just fine.
What about Sean Jenkins? I mean, he came in at 17, and to just see a step he's made in just a year has been insane.
Yeah, I love watching Sean Jenkins. You know, being a closer here at East Carolina, or somebody to come in out of the bullpen and do what Sean Jenkins does, you know, I love that. And for Sean Jenkins, he's doing great out there on the mound. You know, some of the numbers, you know, maybe not the best, but I love watching him come in with the attitude that I'm here now, and Sean Jenkins is very, very impressive. I love watching him pitch.
Cory Scott joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. Heard a guy commenting Saturday outside in the lot about Webb and his delivery and those things. Cory, how about a guy that can throw at those arm angles and do different things like that?
Well, you know, it's impressive that he can do that. It's very hard to change your arm slot. It's very hard to throw from different angles. And when you have a kid that can do that, that's just another weapon that, you know, we've got in our bullpen that can come out and do things.
And Cory, let's see, 22 saves your senior year. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah.
Leading the NCAA that year. What do you think about how? Because we see it in majors, everything is really specialized. College baseball is a little different, though. You'll kind of, and maybe some teams have it like a major league roster where you got your setup and your guy that holds the lead and then your closer. But how about kind of closer by committee, the way ECU does it?
Sure. Well, you know, in years past, that's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
You know, I'll never forget Coach LeClaire came in and said I was going to be the closer. And at that time, I wasn't. I was a starter, you know what I mean? And when he came in and said, you're going to be a closer for us, it's a different mentality. It's a different role. But I think just like I just said, just watching Sean Jenkins come in, man, that's what you got to have, that bulldog mentality, and you got to be able to come in and do it.
So would you
for a guy like Sean Jenkins, I mean, you said you went through this, just going from starter to in the bullpen, just what's the changes there?
Yeah, well, Sean Jenkins has to embrace that. He's got to embrace what Cliff and Palumbo and Austin Knight, he's got to embrace what they're relying on him for. And for Sean Jenkins to be successful, he's got to realize what his role is. And right now his role is coming in. And, you know, whenever these kids come out of high school, you got to think these high school, even the position players, when they come into from a high school, they're probably the best.
Oh, yeah. They're the man.
They're the man. They're the best of the best. They're the best that's coming in. And when you come into a university or East Carolina or any university or any JUCO college, it's like I told kids growing up, coaching Little League. I coached Little League for 12 years, and you come in as a 9-year-old, and then you're 10, and then you're 11, and then all of a sudden you're 12. You're the leader of the team. And guess what? The next year, you're in 7th grade in middle school. You're the little kid again. There's an 8th grade. And then 9th grade, you're a freshman, senior in high school, and so on. You come into East Carolina, you come into a JUCO, you come into D2, D3, it doesn't matter. You just got to realize what your role is, embrace that role, and continue to contribute the best you can do.
So, Cory, when you were here, were you a true, come in the 9th with a clean inning, or did you work, hey, we're going to put him in the 7th and extend you? How was it for you?
There's a couple of different ways you can get a save. One of them is pitching 3 innings. If you pitch the last 3 innings, you get a save. If, you come in less than 3 runs, you get a save, So, I did a little of both.
Okay.
I remember pitching at ODU. Came in the 7th inning, pitched because I hadn't pitched in a couple of days. So Coach LeClaire wanted me to get some innings. So I threw 7th, 8th, and 9th, and we won 12-1 or 12-2 or something. But I still got a save. So those situations are just whatever the game calls for.
Right.
But you can ask anybody that knows me. I wanted to go in. I wanted to be in all the time.
Yeah.
So whenever he said go get ready, I just said I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah. So let's say you had a 1-run lead on Friday. You'd come in for the save. Same situation Saturday, Sunday. Would you pitch 3
Absolutely.
a weekend?
Yeah, I had 5 in 1 week. That was pretty impressive. I had 3 all weekend and 2 in the weekdays. It was
just throwing 1 inning.
Yeah, just coming in 1 inning and coach. I knock on wood. Luckily, I never ever had arm problems. I was always ready to go, and coach, whenever he needed me, I wanted to be in there.
Yeah, everything's different. Every situation is different, Cory, and a lot of it's got to be freak accidents and stuff. But man, it seems like every pitcher gets hurt these days. I mean, does it feel that way to you?
Cliff, it's funny you say that. Graduated high school in '95 and graduated college in 2000. Telling my age a little bit, but I never even heard of Tommy John's.
Yeah.
It was very, very seldom. And now it seems like if you don't get it, you're going to get it just because.
I know. I heard Mully was talking about a scout was saying, I think about you, Savage, man, it'd be nice if he went ahead and had surgery now. When he wasn't even hurt. This was before all this stuff. This is just they want a guy to have it and go ahead and recover from it and get stronger. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, evidently after they have it, they come back faster, stronger, throwing harder. And
it's like Rookie of the Year movie.
Yeah.
Rowan Gardner.
Yeah. But,
So you were able to go without injury for your career?
I was. I was very fortunate to have good coaches and good ethic during younger years, I guess. I was very well known back home just to throw everything, rocks, whatever was in there, I was throwing it. So
that's the key.
Maybe that helped.
For Jared and first timers, Cory, you always hear I walked up a hill in the snow to get to school. Tell your story how you got to high school every day.
Well, it's pretty funny, Clip. So everyone wants to know how I got to school, but I grew up on Knott's Island, North Carolina, which is any farther north than Virginia Beach, any farther east in the ocean. And I had to ride a 45-minute ferry to school every day. I didn't have to walk through snow or climb up hills, but I did have to get on a boat and go to the mainland.
So then when you had practice,
we drove around. So driving around consists of going through Moyock, North Carolina, and driving into Virginia Beach and coming back down. So, and I played football, basketball, and baseball in high school. So I never rode the ferry on the way home, just the way to school.
And hey, somebody discovered you out there. What was recruiting the island like for you? How'd you get here?
Well, I'll tell you, going to Currituck County, Rabbit Fulcham and some of those guys that I was able to come to Greenville, actually Snow Hill pitching catching camp all those years.
Yeah.
And God rest his soul, Coach Rabbit had a lot to do with it.
That's cool.
And Coach Whitfield actually rode the ferry and sat in my kitchen.
That's awesome.
And when he sat in my kitchen, he left, I told my parents, I said, that's who I want to play baseball for.
Yeah. And shout out Ryan Meadows, too, has brought back the hitting and pitching clinics he does, which I believe was started.
The Down East camp.
Yeah.
It's Ryan's an awesome guy. He does a lot of things for the community, and he took right over for Coach Rabbit and continuing on that legacy.
All right, so back in your day, which was about my day too, Cory, the travel ball, I don't remember being at Legion ball was huge when I was coming up. But did you play on any teams, showcase teams? Was that even a thing?
So we played Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
And then we played Legion.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to play state games 3 years in a row as a sophomore, junior, and senior, which that was a lot of help. That's still
get some eyeballs on you and
that's
stuff.
still a big thing. And the first year I ever even heard of travel ball or thought of it was Coach McCullough, Clayton's dad, and Rabbit Fulcham made a team, and some of the boys from our area, Region 1 area, got together, some Pitt boys, some Perquimans, Elizabeth City, Manio. We all got together and played one summer, maybe 5 days, a tournament somewhere that Coach Rabbit took us to, and Coach McCullough, and that's the only thing we did.
Yeah.
Because back then, Clip, when it was football season, you play football. When it was basketball season,
That's
you
right.
play
It wasn't year round.
No,
Yeah.
we put the ball. We played every sport, so that's what we did instead of playing travel ball.
Now, on that note, you're a baseball dad now of a good player, and
I am.
There's good things probably from the showcase baseball and negatives too, but you kind of get caught up in that machine as a baseball parent. So, what are your thoughts on it now, and then how are you kind of bringing up your boy?
The biggest difference now, Clip, is social media. I mean, social media has driven so much, and travel baseball has a lot to do with that. My son's a junior in high school, and yes, we play travel ball because we need to be seen.
You have to. I mean,
if you don't, you get left out, kind of. Do I agree with it? Not really, but do we have to? And this time of day, yes, we do.
100%. I get it. And you shout him out. What's your boy's name?
His name's Landon Scott.
Playing at
he's a junior at Conley right now.
Conley boy.
And the Conley boys are doing great. All of Greenville, North Carolina boys are doing great. I mean,
1, 2, 3 in the state, right?
It just showed you Max Preps. Conley's 1, South Central's 2, and Rose is 3. And
that's awesome.
I'm super proud. I've got Little League kids on every team, and I'm just super proud of all of them. They do great. They're all best friends. But they're competitors on the field, and that's all you can ask for.
All right, Cory, let's circle back, and then we'll wrap it up with ECU baseball talk. So we've kind of highlighted this week for a while at Duke and then 3 at UTSA. There's still a ton of games left, but this feels like a pretty important week for ECU baseball. Jared, you mentioned earlier that Duke coaching change, maybe not the same Duke, the record-wise and everything, so this is a gettable game for ECU.
Absolutely, and we've done pretty well in the midweek so far this season, so I expect that to stay the same.
Outside of the loss to Campbell, we've done really well midweek, right? So, Cory, what's your take on this week with Duke and UTSA all on the road?
Well, anytime you play an ACC school, there's an emphasis. So, going to Duke tomorrow is tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, going to Duke tomorrow, new coaching staff, new team, new players. Duke's overall record's not really that impressive. However, their team is always well coached. I mean, of course, they're in the ACC. However, I think the Pirates are going to do their thing and come out with victory.
And what do you make of UTSA? Came out of nowhere a little bit last year, but proved to be the real deal. Got off to a good start with the tournament they played in Texas, the weekend they played there. Although overall, their record's not stellar, but that's a huge series this weekend.
Yeah, well, they're 8-2 at home. You know, so we got to go there and we got to beat them. They're probably very well coached. It's a great team. They've got some kids on there that are leading the conference in home runs. Det Lefson, he leads. I think he's top 5 in the conference in home runs, and they got a good squad. We got to go down there and it's a business trip. It's kind of it's hard to travel to Texas and Florida and these places that we have to go, but we just got to realize when we go, it's a business trip. It's not, we're not going to the beach.
So, Cory, were you CAA? Were y'all playing?
We were CAA.
Yeah.
And it's funny you say that. Yesterday, we actually went to Manio for my son's state games tryouts, and our CAA conference tournament was in Manio.
Oh, wow.
The year that we won the CAA.
That's crazy.
My senior year. And it's funny.
It's a home game for you or something.
Yeah, well, it ain't really because they were our rivals. But it was funny that I led the nation in saves of 22 that year. and I actually blew a save. I blew the 23rd save at Manio. And James Molinari, I still got the article. James Molinari came on and said he saved us 22 times by the time we saved him. So we ended up winning 3-2.
There you go.
It was good.
Good deal. So I was going to ask, so was Wilmington in the conference then?
They were.
Were they?
It was like JMU, George Mason, ODU, Wilmington.
Because you mentioned
VCU.
playing ACC teams. Wilmington obviously was a big rival back then, right?
Yeah, they were.
Who else did you really enjoy pitching against? Anybody?
VCU was tough.
VCU.
Man. They're the guys that hit the home run off of me to blow my 23rd save. And, we were in the conference championship together, and we played them. It was a big rival. And the Richmond Spiders, too. When we went to Richmond, Coach Easton will give you a good story on that trip when, they had a berm kind of like we do behind their bullpen, and it got kind of rough out there when we were warming up.
Mike P's always talking about lacrosse. He said, you guys should see the machine that is high-level lacrosse travel ball reclassing boarding schools. Does your son play any other sports?
He played basketball, but, with baseball right now, he's really driving hard to play college baseball, and he really wants to, so that's what we're focusing on.
Good deal. All right, Cory. Well, it's cool, man, that you were such a great Pirate on the field, and you still support him off the field. How's your bracket doing?
I'm actually doing pretty well. I'm only in one. Some buddies of mine from college and stuff, and I'm in 6th right now. So,
well, I know who you got winning it all.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to say that out loud, but go Duke.
You got the Dukies who been a little shaky, turned it on second half against TCU. You feel all right?
Yeah, I felt good. Went up by 2 at halftime with Cam Boozer only having 2 points. It's pretty big, but I was glad to see Pat come back. I hope Caleb comes back, but and everyone. I will tell you a funny story about Duke real quick before you have to go, but everyone always says, man, you went to East Carolina. How are you a Duke fan? Well, growing up, there wasn't very much on TV, so I became a Duke fan as a young kid. And everyone says, well, you went to East Carolina, you didn't go to Duke. Well, I said, there's 2 things that kept me out of Duke. East Carolina baseball and my SAT.
There you go. You go. Hey, my bet of the weekend, which I did good, but my biggest plus money bet, Dame Sarr 10+ points, and he hit 2 big threes kind of late, and I was fired up. I hate Duke, I always have, but I like that guy. I like the way he plays defense and rebounds, but he got some points for me the other night.
Yeah, well, that's a good bet there.
Sarr, so yeah. All right, Cory, thanks for joining us, bud.
Yeah, man.
We'll talk to you down the road.
Pirates.
Get you back on. Cory Scott joining us. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live rolls on a Monday. Back with you after this.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you. Humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining defining service excellence. Go Pirates!
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
Ready to play, Greenville? The Repair Shop Game Room at Fish Street Hardware is bringing the fun for all ages. Pool tables, skee ball, big screens, and ice-cold drafts all in one spot. Keep the week going with Singo Tuesdays at 7, Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic on Thursdays 7 to 9, and live music every Friday and Saturday 8 to 11. Plus, Yappy Hours Thursday through Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off appetizers, and Sundays, kids 12 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree. Fish Street Hardware, eat, drink, play.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Lazy Boy Market Sample Sell-Off. We bought out an entire showroom of 100 one-of-a-kind pieces of Lazy Boy furniture. Now we're selling it all at drastically reduced prices. Floor samples slashed an additional 50 to 70% off. This is a one-time opportunity to shop extreme sell-off prices on brand new Lazy Boy styles, recliners, power recliners, sectionals, and leather furniture, designer chairs, cocktail ottomans, and much more. Hurry! You will never, ever find Lazy Boy furniture at such low prices again at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of unwanted hair or under-eye fat pads? How about erase veins and brown spots? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clipper Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Awesome having Jay Glazer in town. Got a lot of pictures, video from that on our social media. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right. Zach Lewis joins us in studio.
Boo, boo.
Wow. Is there a ghost in here?
Wow.
What's up, Zach?
What's up, Clipper?
Hey, man. Thank you for your great work.
Yes.
You continue to do around here.
Thank you.
Working on the weekends as well.
As usual.
So appreciate that. Zach, it says here you are tied for 12th.
Down there.
Wow. The Pirate Radio Bracket Challenge. Although I'm hearing you're doing really well on your bracket.
On ESPN, I'm doing great.
Okay.
Your top 550? It's only 1K now.
All right. So,
top 1,000.
So you did two brackets. You did one on ESPN and one here.
Sure.
That's it?
No.
How many more did you do? What did you do, 3?
No.
How many did you do?
I did 28.
All right.
What are we doing here, folks?
This is what we're doing. Zach came in here bragging about how he had Iowa on his bracket.
Okay. I'll wait.
You have every team on your bracket.
And how many of those brackets did you pick Iowa over Florida? 2 of 28? But
There's no.
Hey, you said I have to defend myself on air.
How you can't, but you can try.
But is what you look like
First
right
off, ESPN lets me make 25. I made 25. Second off, what I usually do, I make a few that are like I actually put thought into and stats into because I enjoy making brackets. That's the main reason for it.
That's fine.
This was one of those. And then I start going random and I just start picking random teams and just to fill out brackets. This was one of my good ones that I tried on. What happened after day one? I kind of just let it happen. Whichever one actually did well and that looks like it's going to do well, I'm like, I commit to that one. I'm like, that's my bracket.
Yeah, you commit to the one doing well. That's not
the odds of me making
breaking news.
Just because I made 25 brackets doesn't mean I'm going to have a good bracket. It's never guaranteed. I do it every year. This is the best it's ever gone. So I'm going to enjoy it.
My point is you can't brag about it. If you make 28, what'd you say? Was it 28 brackets? You have Iowa in 2. You can't come in here and say I had Iowa.
It's more the fact that my good one, the one that I was doing well
it's good because Iowa won.
Not just Iowa. Plenty of teams.
Okay. Are you trolling right now, or do you believe what you're saying? Like, are you proud of yourself?
I'm not proud of it. I just enjoy that I have a bracket that is doing okay.
When you make 28, you're going to have one that's doing okay.
Not guaranteed.
It's pretty guaranteed.
The main reason I do it is because I'm going to try to make a perfect one. I probably won't, but I'm going to try. And then one happens to do really well this year. The odds of me making a perfect one aren't 1 in 25.
No. Loser. Well, you're getting crushed in this one. And I did one bracket, and I'm whooping your ass.
And that is more credit to you.
I did 2. I don't even know how I'm doing in one of them.
28 brackets. Which I don't care. I like the hunt for a perfect bracket. I just don't like you coming in here saying I've got Iowa. You don't have Iowa. You've got everybody.
I committed to it before the game even. That is true. I said 2 days or a day before. I was like, I have Iowa tomorrow. It's going to ruin my actual bracket.
Actual bracket. Hold on now.
See,
it was the one, my main one on ESPN, and then my CBS one over here.
So what is this one? Like, okay, let's power rank your brackets. Where does this one come in hand? Like,
she's low.
But how much do you care about this one? Going into it.
Did
you want a good showing in Pirate Radio, or did you not care?
Gift card.
Yeah.
But I was like, let me use a different stat this time. I use stats, and I was like, let me try something else, and it sucked.
Well, let me ask you, what stat are you using on that good one? What did you do there?
This one was, I like the Big Ten in basketball this year.
Good stat.
And it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
That's not a stat.
Well, it's not a stat, but
what is a stat?
There's a theory.
Shirley, what's a stat? First of all, we need to know what a stat is.
The stats, of course, is a statistic you can look at.
Okay. Yeah, I almost forgot.
All right, I'll talk. Big Ten. So this was your Big Ten bracket.
Yeah, Big Ten bracket where I just basically said the Big Ten teams have beaten each other and proved they're all good. So I'm going to pick them as much as I can.
You know what, Zach? I think you need a 29th bracket. You need to call in to Brian Bailey tomorrow and do Second Chance with Sweet 16. And you can do a whole. Okay, well, you can participate
use
in that.
Use a fake name.
Okay.
Call from Studio C.
Jack Puis. And number 29. John, let's get one more.
One more.
Why 28? Why at least go to 30? Get a good round number like that.
I like that.
That's ridiculous.
This guy stinks.
This guy sucks.
I'm doing pretty well. 11th. That's nice.
Huh?
I'm 11th. I'm doing pretty well. My champ's still in it.
Who's your champ?
Purdue.
And I don't think a lot of people have them. So
no, it's mainly Duke, Arizona, Michigan, and then Ken had Florida.
There's some Houstons in there.
Houston's as well, but I'm the only one who picked Purdue.
Jamie says, question, Clip, you have 2 of the greatest interns in studio. Which one was better? I mean, as far as being an intern, just hours alone, you got to go Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put in more time.
But I mean, if we're talking about finished results, like I crossed the finish line, I got a job.
And I like that y'all go about it a different way. Both of y'all do what you're asked.
Mm-hmm.
Zach does it with a good attitude. Jarrett with a not so great attitude. But both of y'all are like very reliable. Like Zach works harder here than he should, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like you're getting nothing from this.
Class credit. I don't have to sit in class all day.
I did say something to him earlier today because he was like, "Oh, I do this, I do this." I was like, "I've never heard somebody so proud of being used."
And I said, "I got class
The
credit."
only reason you're allowed to work Saturdays by yourself is because I just want to drink.
I hope, Zach, that I or Ellerby or somebody can give you that reference that gets you a job, because I do think you'll be successful in whatever you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Got a great personality, really good kid. Just don't tell people you make 28 brackets.
When you
I will.
When you get a job interview and they ask, "What's your greatest weakness?" I make 28 brackets. And brag
that's
about
fair.
I brag about being right in 2 of my 28 brackets.
Oh, I think the other Iowa one sucks.
Oh man, man, Cory brought up a good point last. Like, there's things that would be great if they changed, but like the NIL or portal, like we need coach tampering. We need coaches to come out and call people out.
Yeah.
But they're probably afraid to do so because then people will start looking at what they're doing.
Queen's coach did.
Yeah.
But I mean, that coach went onto the floor to talk to one of his players. So.
During a conference tournament, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But Cory's like, hey, I'm not a huge fan of the showcase baseball, but if we don't do it, nobody's going to see them.
Yeah,
so like it's one of the things you have to do.
It's like, I'm not going to give money if this team doesn't fire this coach. So, I mean, you're just in the bottom.
Yeah, and they're getting worse. The cycle will continue. So it's one of them things. All right.
I would pull my funding if Carolina stuck with Hubert Davis. As a Carolina hater, I want them to keep Hubert Davis.
What do you think about Wes Miller to Charlotte?
I like it.
For who? Both parties?
Charlotte, yeah. I mean, Wes Miller's going to make some money either way, so I don't really think he cares if I like it or not. But
he definitely doesn't care because he doesn't know you or listen to the show.
He knows Jenny.
He does know Jenny.
But yeah, I think this is good for Charlotte. Hell, they weren't even that bad this year.
That is true.
I was surprised for
They turned it around.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Bailey's doing a second chance with the Sweet 16. I like giving second chances too. Zach, find me a winner Thursday or Friday. And Nick, tell Bradford Bass he gets a redemption game. One redemption game Thursday or Friday. All right? You going to be here later this week? All right. I need a pick from Bradford Bass. I need a pick. I'm having an awesome tournament. And I found my favorite thing to do. I'm going to say I'm 8-1. Probably 7-1. Let's go 7-1 on team totals.
Oh, okay.
Over under. The one I lost was Santa Clara.
Oh, yeah. You had what, under 78?
And you got gypped.
I am killing those. That might be my way to go. I've been taking great teams to score 90 plus. They've been doing it. I've been picking teams playing against stingy defenses to go under. Kansas yesterday. Houston's 2 opponents have gone under. And there's been some others. So I'm going to see if that trend can continue. I've really enjoyed doing the team total unders. So Houston plays Illinois. They got a lot of firepower. I might stay away from that one.
Texas
under
on them.
Purdue, maybe. Yeah. Iowa, Nebraska total is 134.5.
Low.
Shout out to every podcast and show I listened to pre-tournament when they said Iowa Clemson was going to be the grossest game. It was grosser than you could even anticipate. It was awful.
Oh.
Clemson finally turned it on a little late, but that was terrible basketball. But there have been some great games, man. We've seen 100-point games, 90s, 80s.
Yeah, I watched the finish to the Johnnies and Jayhawks last night. Eating a nice steak. That's March.
Eating a nice steak, watching basketball.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Not great defense that last possession by Kansas.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't know what that was necessarily. What's been your favorite game you've watched so far?
Tough. I haven't watched a lot. Carolina VCU. I got in trouble.
That was awesome.
I got in trouble during that one. Me and all my friends got told to, hey, quiet down. We got a little too rowdy.
Where?
At the bar in Zebulon. I mean, where we used to watching games here at the house, and
you got too loud at a sports bar.
It wasn't a sport. It's not a sports bar, but we were yelling obscenities about Hubert Davis and like, "Hey, F Carolina" and stuff like that. And normally here that's acceptable, but I guess in the Triangle area people get upset.
Zeppelin.
But that was a fun game.
Vanderbilt, Nebraska,
easily
was awesome, and I had Vandy in that game, so that sucked. And if that shot would have gone down, would have been epic. But that was a great game. Obviously, the Kentucky and Santa Clara ending was fantastic. So there have been fun games. Obviously, the lack of upsets. Awesome to see High Point, get a little mini magic. But again, my take is we need a year or two or even 3 of these big boys just dominating. And then we'll remember what Cinderella really is, what upsets really are. We got way too spoiled for years.
Yeah.
With 13, 14, 15s winning, 2 16s. I never thought a 16 would win. Now we got Florida winning by 70 points. That's what we need. We need some of them games. So then we can circle back to the school we've never heard of winning.
Like East Carolina.
Like East Carolina. We had High Point and Nebraska passing East Carolina on the all-time tournament win list with 1.
Now Nebraska has
gone
even farther.
Let's take a break. Man, the crowds too. It's not fair kind of when you get home crowds or whatever, but like Miami, Missouri.
Yeah.
And Miami was able to overcome it. Nebraska's crowd was awesome.
Incredible.
There was some other examples too.
Florida had a decent crowd down there in Tampa.
But I like those where the crowd really gets into it. Houston will be playing home games this weekend.
Wow.
Take note.
And I've got it as my dog of the day. I've also got it as a future Houston to make the Final Four. Could win me a little scratch.
Hey, shout out Cal Baptist. They cut it close.
Man, it took them too long to make a run.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. Take a break, come back, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Are You Okay? And Are You Okay at ECU is a community-wide mental health event coming to Pitt County on March 25th. This is Dr. Andrew Herdman from East Carolina University, and Are You Okay encourages people to simply check in on one another, listen, and connect them to mental health resources in our community if necessary. It's okay not to be okay. It's not okay to stay there alone. Join the movement. Go to Instagram, RUOK_ Pitt County.
Chico's in downtown Greenville is celebrating 43 years of business all month long in March with a special anniversary menu. Grab your amigos and enjoy blasts from the past menu favorites like Cancun oysters, chili dog, costillas, and chili rellenos. The celebration doesn't stop with your favorite Mexican food. Drop in for one of those famous Chico's margaritas in the bar or outside on the patio. Hurry in, the celebration menu ends March 31st. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Pirate fans, there's nothing like a home game at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, and it takes all of Pirate Nation to make it so special. Season tickets are on sale now, starting for as low as $75 a ticket. Payment plans and other season ticket benefits are available to those who lock in their tickets early. For more information or to purchase your tickets, head to ECUPirates.com or call the ECU Athletics Ticket Office at 1-800-DIAL-ECU.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see, for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality, that's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
This is Rajay Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. From brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Stop by Capital Subaru of Greenville today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All righty, back with you. Fun show today when you got all this stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
I love the buffet of topics. Speaking of buffets, let me say this on the air. I've tweeted it out. Stop sending me pictures of Zach Kaplan eating food at Clark LeClaire Stadium. I've had 3 different people send me pictures of Zach with giant plates of food. And I'm telling you now to stop sending them to me.
Done and dusted.
Look, I'm just glad it's finally being documented because
literally just received a text of him eating today.
Look, man, it's been crazy at these baseball games. Like last year, there were, I don't know, man, like he would get 3 plates. And he gets there late, so it's not like, you know, everybody hasn't eaten yet. They're not late, but he gets the food late. And so he makes sure everybody has their turn before he cleans it out. But yeah, it's I'm glad it's finally being documented.
I hate what I've turned into. I feel like I just complain all the time. What is this major league? What are we doing? It's opening week, right? It's not opening day because there's 3 different opening days. It's opening night, I guess, on Netflix, Wednesday, Yankees, Giants. First of all, you shouldn't play interleague on opening day. Secondly, there should be an opening day where every team plays. Why do the Braves not play till Friday? And there's a game on Wednesday. I don't know. Probably a small gripe, but
it also should be on Netflix.
You know, I know, but I'm willing to bypass that. Make it opening day, because then we're going to get to Friday and say it's opening day. There was games 2 days ago.
But they've been having these games in like Korea and Japan.
Korea
and Japan, man.
Yeah, I don't think we have the international games this year. Probably because of the World Baseball Classic. So surely, I was looking at this. We're going to have basketball on, Sweet 16, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. meaning our first Baltimore Orioles broadcast should be next Monday night when they play the Rangers.
Actually, I have on my schedule that they are supposed to be, we're supposed to pick them up Saturday, but there is a chance that will change.
Oh, is that a day game?
Yeah, it's a day game.
Wait, but what time does basketball start Saturday? It's going to be in the afternoon.
6 o'clock.
Orioles start at 4. Either way, we're going to not have the whole game.
Yeah, we'll probably not carry that
Yeah.
Orioles game. We'll just pick up the tournament coverage.
So Monday, we'll have O's baseball next
Correct.
Monday. But O's baseball is back on Pirate Radio. Need to get up with Mark Brown this week and maybe talk to the O's announcer again. That was a good chat that we had. So I don't know. I'm excited for the Braves season. I think they'll be better, although the pitching injuries has me worried. But, dude, you got all these guys in the lineup. We should score 8 a game and just outscore teams.
Who went out today? Who was placed on the IL today?
I didn't even see.
Oh, okay.
I just saw
Spencer Strider.
Yep.
Okay. I just saw one of our writers put out a rotation today, I guess, coming off that news. So, yeah, definitely worried. Chris Sale can't pitch every game. So
back to Zach Kaplan.
Yeah, let's get back to him.
Spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti?
He had a monster plate of spaghetti. Look, it was good spaghetti, but, I mean, 85 degrees at a baseball game? Like, dog.
Marinara all over his face.
Dude, I had a plate because I needed something on my stomach, and we took a lap in the outfield, me and Zach over there, and I was like, I got to go back. I'm about to throw up. Like, it's like Ron Burgundy in Anchorman. Like, milk was a bad choice.
Zach said I may have to file an injunction in district court to stop PMZ. I'm sorry, Zach. I'm on your side here, man.
None of it's been me. I will say that.
No, it's been 3 different people, and none have been Jared. Jared don't play these kinds of games.
No.
I mean, y'all are out there to work.
Yeah.
And apparently eat.
I'll talk about it on the air.
Yeah.
And, make jokes, but I'm not one to take pictures.
I got took some good pics with Jay Glazer today.
Jay Glazer?
Jay Glazer.
Yeah.
Cool to see him. Cool to hear from him. All-time name dropper. Which I guess if I had those friends, I would too.
Yeah. I was texting with The Rock before I got up on stage.
I mean, dude.
I know who that is.
Talked about Max Crosby.
Yeah. Yesterday, I sat in on him talking to the ECU baseball team, and Chandler sat a few seats down from me, and every time he would mention the Raiders or Howie Long, Max Crosby, Raider Stadium, Chandler would just look at me like, hey, that's your team. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I hear him.
I have ears.
I hear him talking. So did you tell Jay Glazer he's a liar?
No.
Why not?
Because that's disrespectful.
You say it behind their back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like a real man. A respectful man. Respectfully.
Look, hey, Max Crosby's a Raider. I'm happy. I'm not mad at anybody.
Jay Glazer didn't lie, though. Max Crosby wanted to be gone and was gone. So Jay Glazer didn't lie.
Yeah.
Like, for real, right?
For real.
Okay.
But, I mean...
What's the but?
I want to know what Sean Payton thinks, because that was... It was like, oh, glad Max Crosby's out of the division. Want to know what he thinks now.
Okay. We'll take a break, come back, see if we can find out what Sean Payton thinks. You should ask Jay Glazer to ask him today. He said Dan Quinn was his boy.
Yeah.
Said Washington won too quick, thought they were good, brought in some old guys, and realized they were not that close. That we kind of caught lightning in a bottle. So we'll see what happens this year. We'll take our final break, come back, wrap it up on a Monday after this.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse, bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked, hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage, and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at encinorestaurant.com.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving Greenville and Eastern North Carolina. Family owned and operated by Tommy and Brian Cook. When it comes to financing, they've got options for everyone. Over 20 lenders that can help you with no money down, competitive rates, and monthly payments that fit any budget. First-time buyer, rebuilding credit, looking for that dream upgrade, they'll help you drive away happy. Greenville Motor Company, right across from Greenville Nissan, 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. DriveHereNow.com, driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Kim McNeil, head women's basketball coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The stock market got off on the right foot this week. The Dow was up 631 points and closed at 46,208. The NASDAQ was ahead 299 points at 21,946. The S&P was up 74 and ended the day at 6,581. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Cliff.
Wrapping it up. No men's basketball tonight. Women's hoops going on. Saw UConn hammered our conference tournament champion.
Didn't even cover spread.
UTSA. Really?
It was 54.
Good Lord. I think the Pirates would have been a higher seed. I don't think they would have been a 16. But you got the women's tournament going on. Let's see what's coming up tonight. UConn back in that. Good Lord, it's round 2. They're 37.5-point favorites.
But they didn't go undefeated, according to Nick and Zach.
Yeah, idiots. Dawn Staley and South CAC, 24.5-point favorites against USC.
Dang.
What happened to USC? Didn't they have a good player? Was that last year?
Yeah, that was Juju Watkins.
Yeah.
She's been out with an ACL injury.
Kentucky and West by God, Virginia are tied at halftime, 36 apiece on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
We got to wait another night for NIT quarterfinals. Oh, Tim Panetti, the Tim Panetti Bowl, Wichita State, Tulsa. Big one.
Doing great work.
Hornets Kings tomorrow night. Do the Canes play? Yeah, they play in the Bell Center against the Montreal Canadiens. But that is Tuesday. Have a good Monday. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll have more football talk tomorrow. We'll be at Pro Day.
Yeah, Pro Day. And then don't forget Brandon Golden Show with Cliff Godwin. Drops tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube.
We will have Jabone live on the phone, maybe?
Yeah, the game's at 4, so if you want to call me in that first hour.
Yeah, we'll get you then. We'll talk to Mully. We'll talk to B-Man. So a lot of baseball talk, football talk with Bryce Williams and a Pro Day and more. Jennings Hall of Fame, Jennings Hall of Shame, all that coming your way on Tuesday. For Shirley Rhodes, Nick, Zach, J-Bone, and the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation